off, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, and Barakatha Yahushai. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We want to give double honors to our apostles and to our elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect. Brothers that are out in the highways pushing His word and His truth and sincerity. All right, we're out here another week to prophesy the downfall of America. All right, with that being said, we can start off by reading Isaiah, the 13th chapter.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain.
Right, what's the banner? All right, it's truth. Right. All right, the Lord God is out here speaking against the high mountain, which the high mountain represents His governments. All right, He's like America. When you go to Jeremiah 28 and 8, the Lord said, Jeremiah 28 and 8. No, thank you.
What do you say, bro?
Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms.
Right. Prophets of old always prophesied against many countries, against great kingdoms. All right, in the time that Assyria and Babylon had their rule, the Lord had prophets. In the time that the Medes and the Persians had the rule, the Lord had the prophets. In the time that the Greek Empire had the rule, the Lord had His prophets. In the time that the Roman Empire had the rule, the Lord had His prophets. In the time that America is in rule, so the white man Esau's in rule, the Lord has His prophets. All right, the Lord has us out here prophesying against this place, man. All right, how this place, America, Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, is set and prophesied to be destroyed, man. And before the Lord does something, He always lets you know what He's going to do before He does it. He lets you know through the prophets. That He has set up, that He has ordained from the beginning, man. All right, go ahead.
The prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil, and of pestilence.
Right.
Yeah, that's our main job out here. We're going to pay attention to what's going on in Russia right now. They're about to invade Ukraine, you know, and I think France, all these different countries and worship from their Middle East. So one thing might pop off this year. That's the only thing that the prophets always prophesied before. War, pestilence, against evils, against great kingdoms. The main evil that's going on right now are these jabs. You know, this devil's pushing on everybody. So yeah, that's the spirit. Yahushai is prophet, is the spirit of God, prophets.
And Yahushai said there'll be wars and rumors of wars, man. That's why there's a non-stop, hearing of these matters of war, man.
Right.
They're running drills. You seeing acts of war.
Saying that we need to unite together to come against America, man. All right, and when we see news like that, it reminds us of scriptures. All right, it reminds us of prophecy. It reminds us of when I read that article, it reminded me of Ezekiel 38. How the Lord said to Gog and Magog, which are the Russians, all right, you're far onto Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, and then you're gonna have Gomar, which is Turkey. Togomar, which is Armenia, and the North borders. All right, join together with the Russians, man. All right, and the only people that have no idea what's going on, and the only people that have no idea what's going on in America, people are asleep. All right, people think everything's all good. That America's never going to be destroyed. There's not going to be visited with judgment. It's not going to get invaded, that World War III is never going to happen. All right?
Live their best life.
Right. People you are distracted with all the bread and circuses that Esau got for you here, man. Not knowing that what's getting ready to happen and what's getting ready to come over here, man.
Right, and you mentioned bread and circuses. I'm sorry, hey, that goes back to Rome, right? And what they do, they hyped up all the things that happen at the Colosseum. You know, all the events. You know, to distract the people from the fall of Rome, man. You know, the fall of that. What was that? What's called the Denaro? You know. Something like that, man. Denarius, something like that, man. You know, so here we are in Rome, back again, man. 2.0. You got it, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, God was going into how in Rome it fell because of the inflation, and we're witnessing the same thing right now.
Yeah, Rome had that army spread thin.
Just like America.
Just like America, man.
Okay. What else did Rome do? They spent more money in the military, more than their infrastructure. Just like America today, because this is Rome all over again.
Yeah, America is pretty much the military branch of Esau's power structure, man. You know, NATO and all of that.
Hey, if you don't do what Esau says, who does he send? He sent America. He sent America on your ass.
It's these dumbass people, these dumbass Americans, pawns, you know, fighting wars, don't even know what it's about, man.
Right.
Hey, don't.
Yeah, like I said, you spend all their money on the military and not in their infrastructure. So America's a consumer nation. You know, they're not producing anything like they used to. Everything's coming into America, it's going out.
That's right,
I'm missing hit. You know, all these other nations, they're gonna weep for America. It's not gonna get rich off of everything.
That's right.
They're already feeling it right now because all those ships that's out there, you know, in the Pacific, you know, waiting for their whatever they have to be their merchandise to be unloaded here is not being unloaded. You know, so they're losing money already. They're already weeping and wailing.
Yeah.
You know.
Storehouses are empty.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Since
No,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I'm
brother.
sorry. Everything is imported. It's nothing for the Lord to have it to where everything is cut off, man. You know? Like you about to have the truckers start coming to the U.S. from Canada, man.
Right.
Man,
You know?
Canada is already feeling the effects of US truckers not allowed on the border because they don't got the thing. You know, so like I read earlier about they're missing a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Right.
They're going out. They're going out. They're losing a lot of fruits and vegetables because America's the one that's bringing them the fruits and vegetables to Canada.
Right? They definitely don't have their plan like that.
Right.
Oh, no.
And you got the prices for everything going up, man. All right. Right now we're dealing with an inflation.
Yeah.
You people think that things are gonna get better, man. No, things are gonna get far, far worse, man.
Right.
You haven't seen nothing yet. You thought
Right.
2020, 2021 is bad. It's nothing compared to what the Lord's about to bring this year, man.
Right.
Because what is this year? The year of Yahweh, Shah turning it up.
That's
All
right,
right,
bro.
he is turning it up, man.
Hey, turn
All
out
right.
for what, man? You know?
You know, those shelves that you see that are empty, they're not going to be restocked, man. Okay? They're putting fake pictures of food and goods on the shelves where the goods used to be.
Right.
Because those things are not coming back, man.
Right.
Okay? This place is really on its way out.
Right.
Okay?
They started showing videos of New York shelves being empty. And you know, like a lot of things that's been happening, they start off to show you New York, and then it started happening in Cali and the other states. So, you know what I'm saying?
I was in New York.
And the stock that they do have, they don't have any workers to actually work that stock and put it in the shelves. You know? Nobody's working anymore. It's like the workforce is dwindling down.
That's because the American dream is fading away, man. People are waking up to the bullshit. They're waking up to the fact that they're slaves, man.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people are rejecting their positions because they're considering their lives. Like, what the hell they doing? A lot of them are quitting.
Right.
They're happy.
Yep. Last year you had a record-breaking number of people quitting their jobs, man. All right. You have these companies that are having a hard time finding people to work, let alone keeping employees. Employees keep getting hired.
Right.
Say I'm tired of this shit and quit. You know, this place is going down, man. There ain't no future in this place. All right.
So Isaiah 13:1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, has seen, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Right. Now I have a reason for the word banner. It's dealing with the truth. Psalm 64. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee.
Right. Fear is how much now shine. This one is starting with the elect. Alright, the Lord is giving the truth unto his elect. Alright, the true understanding, true knowledge, and wisdom of the scripture. Alright, go ahead.
That it may be dismayed because of the truth. Salah. So it's being out here, the truth is being declared. This banner, everyone is seeing this truth. You know, whether they seeing it from the mouth of the prophets, they're actually experiencing it now.
Right.
Last week we brought out about how the brother out there in Hawaii, you know, when they had that fake missile test or whatever it was, it said 30,000 people.
Yeah.
30,000 views. 30,000, 30,000.
No, 33,000.
33,000
That's
views.
the whole island.
No,
Yeah, with the whole
watching
island.
the live.
Watching live. So people know, people are watching the truth. They know who we are. Right? They know to go to YouTube to find the truth. Some people are rejecting it. Some people are accepting it. You know? But all eyes are on this truth right now.
Alright. Better get it while you can. Better seek the Lord while you can, because the time is coming where you're not going to be able to find him. Alright? Go ahead.
And it says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hands that they may go into the gates of the noble.
And this truth has reached unto the gates of the nobles, which are who? The wicked elites. Alright, the ones that really run the society, man. The 13 ruling families. This truth has reached unto them. Alright, and this is why they sent out the agents. They did everything they possibly can to try to stop this truth from coming out. Alright, and all the things that they tried all failed. So the only thing that's left for them is what? To physically come after us, man.
Yeah.
And when that happens, that's when the Lord's gonna lift up a standard against our enemies, man. Give his men that's been prophesying in his name spiritual power, and you devils are through. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the Lord gives his men spiritual power? Alright, something that you Edomites are trying to achieve through technology. Alright?
I woke up and I was telling him about Jeremiah last night, right? And he started telling me about Jeremiah last night. He said I had spiritual power, you know? He said an angel came to him, gave him a crown, like, wow, man.
Spiritual powers are coming, man.
And you get brought up before the nobles. Don't hear that. Check it. So Matthew 10, right, and 16. Behold, I stand before the sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise against serpents, and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and the spiritual, and the synagogue.
And that time is coming. Because that's the only thing that's left for these Edomites to do, man. Remember, they sent the agents, they sent their spies, they try to, you know, bribe our apostles with money.
They delete our channels, man.
Right.
Striking our channels down.
They try to censor this truth. Alright, but you can't do nothing against the truth before the truth, man. Alright, and that's why the only thing left is for these wicked devils to come up and get the brothers, man.
Right. And another thing is the word's already out. The word is out. But now we know the end is about to come.
Right.
We about to get into the next phase. Like you said, the persecution, man.
And remember, the apostles always telling the story. Our guy in the limousine came out and said, "How do you find this truth? How do you find out about this? We spent millions and millions of dollars trying to hide this." Alright, well guess what? It was divine intervention. The Lord intervened.
Right.
Alright, woke up these men. Alright, gave them the truth. Alright, like it says in Revelation 11, the dead bodies coming out the grave, man.
Spirit of life here into them.
Right. This truth into us, man. So there's nothing that you devils can do.
Oh, fear fell upon them.
Oh, yeah,
Should we say it? Fear fell upon them. Because this is truly what Esau is threatened by. He ain't threatened by you weed smoking, gang banging ass niggas.
or you militia ass Jakes.
Yeah.
With your guns and all that.
He's threatened by y'all by the Spirit of God, man. And the truth being, you know, back on the earth, man. Because he knows our rise is his fault.
Right. And he also knows that his power is carnal. Right. And our power is spiritual, man. Okay, and this is spiritual what we're doing. Right. We're not coming up here packing, you know, like the Sakari, man. We're not packing like them, man. I know we ain't got to mention, but I'm mentioning them because they are damn devils, man. That's evil. They're evil, and they're acting on the part of Esau right now, okay, and deceiving many. But the truth is not carnal, man. It's a spiritual thing, man. Okay, and he knows that. He knows it. So they'll be able to get a platform. Their platform and what they're saying, it won't get taken down. But our platform will get taken down, man. Okay?
That's how you know that the false one we just read says that he's going to send us out as sheep or wolves.
Right.
Therefore, be as wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We're not supposed to be out here all militant, packing guns.
And they ain't going to read the scripture where it says, carnal mind, enmity to the Most High. So they ain't going to read the scripture where it says, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
They don't even believe in Paul right now.
There's much of it.
And at the end of the day, those guys,
And they gonna continue to be deep.
those are just like camps that go into the gun range, taking pictures, and put it on the internet for the whole world to see. It's set up that way. All right, Esau has been doing this. When the demonization becomes, they can use everything they can to demonize us, man. Right. Because the whole world, when the demonization comes, the whole world's not gonna not be able to tell about the groups. They're not gonna break down the groups. Oh, you got Great Millstone, you got the IUIC, you got IUCPK, you got Sakari. They're just gonna march us all one big group, man. All right.
So Esau's gonna use the same tactics with our people. They doing the bad ones with all of us, like the niggas.
Right.
That's how Esau does it.
But we know it's all part of prophecy, man. It's all good.
It's gonna bring a lot of elect to
Hey, please remember the servant's not greater than his master.
Yeah.
Our Lord Yahweh Shai, you have to suffer persecution. You have to have false witnesses rise up against you. You have to be delivered unto the Romans. All right, so the same thing with us is gonna happen, man.
But now we're at the end, though.
Right.
Now we're at the end, man. And now the Lord gonna lift up the standard and deliver us, man.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, we ain't like in the time of the Greeks, you know. We ain't in the time of the Romans. We in the time where Esau, we're at the end of the world, man. Esau's the end of the world, man. So things are gonna work in our favor, man. You know, time is on our side, man. You know?
Because it's written. That's what's written, man. We go by the scriptures, man. We're sticking to the script.
That's it.
You know, we're not going off trying to make our own way, you know, make our own doctrine. We're following what the Lord told us to do, man.
That's right.
Okay?
About that mercy. It's like they're right there, like 4. It's all about that mercy.
Yeah.
You got to keep going on that, bro.
Oh yeah, of course.
Matthew 10:18. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
Think about it. It's 4 in the morning. You know, Esau, he likes to catch you as a thief in the night. Likes to catch you off guard. He ain't gonna catch you when in the middle of the day. He come in the middle of the night when you're sleeping, man, in your pajamas and all that. 4 in the morning, you hear a bang on the door. The door breaks in. Guns and lights are flashing in your face, man.
Right.
You know what it is.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna call on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
All right, and if it be the Lord's will for them to grab us up and take us to the concentration camp, we ought not to worry because we continue reading.
But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak.
Right, don't be thinking, well, what should I say? What should I tell them? You know, don't be thinking how to try to defend yourself. Or I'm innocent. You know, don't just pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to deliver you, man. And the Lord's gonna speak. He's gonna give you that same hour. He's gonna speak for you, man. It's not gonna be you. It's gonna be the Heavenly Father speaking for you. Right. Confound you, the devil. That's why the words that come out of your mouth, the enemies are gonna have nothing to gainsay, man. Because the Lord can have it. Whoever they deliver you up to. Whoever they deliver you up to, you can tell them their whole life story. You can tell them their secrets, their things that embarrass. You can tell them the whole life story, man. All right, because it's the Heavenly Father speaking, man. All right?
God, like Stephen, just break down the whole history, break down the whole book, then boom, you get that spiritual power. Who knows how Most High is gonna do it?
I believe it's coming, man, because that dream my son was telling me was powerful, man. It was extremely powerful. He said I had a force. He said it was an earthquake, and the roof caved in, and he said I had a force field around me, you know, and my eyes were glowing. It was like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, bro. I was like, dang. And then he said we made it home, and then he said I was at my desk, and he went in the closet, and an angel appeared to him. You know, and told him I was gonna have power for 10 more days. You know.
I got a real quick. 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight.
It's all about that faith, man. You know, that faith is gonna get you on them ships. Nothing else, man. Not you being strapped, walking around, you know, with some fucking sticks. They call it a stick. Come on, man. You think you on a small level, man?
Very small.
You know, level of these gangbanging niggas out here, man.
And two, that's Esau's blessing. Esau has guns that you don't even know about.
Right.
You know, he can get you, and you don't even see him.
What did King David say? He said, I would not trust in my bow or my sword. My bow shall not save me, man. And he knew how to whoop ass more than any of you niggas know how. You know?
Die on the side of the system.
Yeah, that sword, destruction, allows you so blessed. Spirit, sovereign.
All back that makes it to where the Lord is against you.
Yeah.
If you trusting in that, all back the Lord is against you.
Right.
And even David didn't trust in his bow.
Yeah.
But you got niggas that fully trust in their weapons. And that's gonna, they're gonna bang it out with Esau. You gotta understand, that's what Esau wants. That's his blessing. He loves that, man.
Once you get on that carnal level.
He ain't scared of niggas with guns. He's scared with Jacob's Bible, knowing who they are, knowing the truth. That's who he's truly afraid of, man. Alright, because he knows that when when these people start waking up, that's the downfall, man. Alright, that's their downfall. And many Israelites have woken up. Many Israelites know who they are. And that's through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shai, man. Alright?
Yeah, it's Ecclesiastes 9:18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Yeah.
But one sinner destroys much good. You know, so it's better to have wisdom, trust in the Lord, and have faith than weapons of war, man. What is that gonna do for you, man? This nigga has shit we ain't seen yet.
That Esau got armors that like cover your whole body when you shoot. Or your being ain't penetrating, man.
Right.
He actually has a visibility. You can't see it. They don't have all kinds of technology that instead of going to go.
He also got an Air Force, drones. You niggas don't got no drones.
He got C-Force.
Yeah, you got no Air Force. You can't call in for air support. Esau don't even gotta send the soldiers, man. All you gotta do is bring the air support, bomb your ass, like you've been doing to the people in Afghanistan, Iraq, and for Syria for all these years.
Like they do with Tulsa, Oklahoma. U.S. military bombed out that area. Called it Black Wall Street or whatever. That community.
Forget he got the robots too.
Yeah, he's got
the
robots, AI
he got,
robots.
Men like robots, and he got dog like robots. You know, he got robots with the dogs with
Sniper rifles.
rifles on them and shit. You know, this man he's ready for you, Jakes, but this is the Lord, the one who set him up to get you.
That's
Okay?
That's just the stuff that he's telling us about. All
Right.
this AI stuff, all this new age technology. He's got new creative creatures, man. He's got some new creative creatures. He ain't putting that out there like that. You only know that through the scriptures.
And you niggas trusting your guns, you niggas look hella unhealthy, man. You know? Blood all out, all type of shit, man.
Right.
You know, you wanna be on a carnal level, get your health together, man.
Why you even mentioning the scriptures if you're gonna be on the front, if you're gonna be carnal? Why you even mentioning the scriptures?
Back in Matthew 10 and 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak, for it shall be given you that same hour when you shall speak.
It's already written. It's already given to you what the Lord wants you to say, man. Don't worry about thinking about what you're gonna say, how you're gonna try to defend yourself. Remember, there was times when Pontius Pilate asked Yahushua questions, and Yahushua didn't answer. He stayed silent. Okay?
For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
And these are the scriptures that we gotta remember, man. Forget apprehended. You gotta remember to trust and believe in Yahushua and know that He's gonna deliver us, man. Alright, know that He's gonna speak for us.
Right.
We don't gotta worry about what we gotta say, put the perfect words, and try to defend ourselves. Alright, just trust the Lord, man, because He said He's gonna speak for us, man.
That's right. It's that same Spirit when you come out to the streets and teach, man.
Right.
You know, I'm a man of very few words, man. I'd be surprised. Things I say. Man, very few words. When I hear that Spirit jump on me, surprise yourself. So that's that same Spirit that's going to run you. You can look up to the Lord.
Yeah, because it's the Lord speaking. The Lord said He would put His words in our mouth. Just like when Moses, the Lord who said Moses to Pharaoh, you know, without nothing to say, He commanded, He gave him the words what to say.
And all of this is of the Most High. You know, you see the camps coming with the correct doctrine, all of that is of the Most High. So definitely he's going to have His Spirit saying what He wants to be conveyed.
At that moment.
At that moment.
But then again, you might not get grabbed up. You might just have to deal out here. You know, you gotta have people to do that.
Go ahead.
Something about that happen.
And the brother shall deliver up.
Salak. I was gonna say we're in here into that season of the Pesach too. And a lot of things, a lot of heavy things happen around the Pesach, man. You know, a lot of things. All the things that we read about with Yahushua, around the time of the Pesach, the Exodus out of Egypt, the time of the Pesach. You know, a couple years ago, shut down, time of the Pesach. So, boys, below this, you know, this, you know, in a few months, you know, something happened.
Is that it on that? We got something. Alright, bring it out.
This is Jeremiah 1 and 4. It says, Then the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right, so before we were created, the Lord already knew us. Alright? When we were in our mother's womb, the Lord already knew us. He knew what spirit He was sending down there, man. And that was one of the spirits of the prophets. What does it say in 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter, in the 32nd verse? It says that the spirits of the prophets are subsequent to the prophets.
Right.
Meaning that if you're a prophet in your past life, when you're coming back in this life, you're going to be a prophet, man. You're going to do the same thing.
Right.
Just like with these boxers and these MMA fighters and all these athletes partaking in these sports, in their past life, they were doing the same thing. In the time of the Greeks, in the time of Rome, being in the Colosseums, you know, competing in sports, being gladiators, man. They were doing the same thing. All right? Go ahead.
It says, And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Right, the Lord sanctified us. All right, go ahead.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the
So
nations.
the Lord ordained us to be a prophet unto the nations. And what does a prophet do? They speak smooth things? Do they tell the people that what they want to hear? No, they speak of the destruction and they speak of the prophecies that's been in this book, man. Because what it says in Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. This book is full of mourning, or full of lamentations, mourning, and woe. All right, and the Lord told us to eat this roll and to go teach the house of Israel, man. And speak of the destruction that is coming to this place. Speak of the prophecies like the Farad, Jacob's trouble, man. All right, we're set up as watchmen. Not only we're prophets, we're watchmen. All right, what does a watchman do? They sit on the tower and they watch for the enemy coming. And we see Esau getting ready to roll in the tribe, so we're blowing the trumpet. All right, but people don't want to hear it. People don't want to listen to that trumpet. All right, but it's cool. We did our job. We got the blood off our hands. I tell you. All right, so you have no excuse. All right, now it's on you, man. Now you can't tell the Lord when He brings bad fun. You can't tell the Lord that like that He did enough. We knew every week the Lord has His prophets over our apostles, our elders, and our brothers out there diligently every week pushing us, doing this work, man. And even when we're not on the streets, pushing these lessons, man. With these lessons. Honestly working, putting work for the Lord. So you take, have no excuse that you never heard of this. But this truth is everywhere, man. What does it say? In the scriptures it says, when the word did the heavy burdens. All right, the heavy lifting of claiming the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai about four corners of the world, man. All right, all right.
It says, verse 6, then said I, O Lord Yahweh, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
Yeah, because this time Jeremiah, when he was very young, he was a child. But like, the Lord's like, don't worry about your child. He's going to speak to you. Just like in the time when he told Moses, like, I can't speak well. I'm not a good speaker. I don't know the Hebrew tongue. All right? And what did the Lord got mad like? The Lord got mad at Moses. All right? So I'm going to speak to you, man. All right? So in these times to come, we don't got to worry about what we're going to say. Even right now, you know, because it's the spirit of poverty, how much that he puts upon us. He said, we may have a lesson plan and a whole lesson. I'm going to go into this. I can't bring out one scripture and go into a whole different subject. Because it's not you. Remember, we're not doing this. We're not out here and speak our own opinion, do our own will. We're out here to do the will of the Lord. The prophesy which is in this book, man. Right? It's all through the spirit that the Lord puts upon us to what to say and what to go into and what to break down, man. All right?
It's the Lord's program.
Right. It's not ours. That's why when people come up, they think that they come up thinking that they gotta say what they want to say, that their opinion matters. Look, your opinion don't matter, man. Our opinion don't matter, man. What matters is what's written in this book. All right, we're out here to teach the truth. All right, the 144% of it.
They always say, no, don't read what's in it. Tell me what you think. It's not what we think.
It's about what it says. About what's written in this book, man. It's truth. Because remember, Esau has been taught people lies, man. All right, the main lie that he taught is that he said himself as a god. All right, the main lie that he taught that these people are not the real people of the Lord, man. All right.
It says, but the Lord said unto me, say not I am a child, thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Yeah, whatever the Lord commands, he's going to speak. Whatever he gives us the spirit to speak, to say what we're going to say, man, because we are a vessel of the Lord that he uses. All right? That he uses to be a mouthpiece, to be able to do the work, man.
Yahushua said of himself, my duty is to do the will of the Father.
Right.
So that's what his servants are here to do as well.
What did the Lord tell Peter? Love me. Feed my sheep. How many times, Tasapanya, how many times did Yahushua tell Peter? If you love me, feed my sheep.
3 times.
3 times. All right, Peter was like, why you told me this already? All right, because it's very important to go out and feed the Lord's sheep, man. Feed the elect, man. All right?
Really represents understanding.
Right.
You gotta understand that this truth is about glory to the flock of Yahweh.
It's gone, bro.
It's just a main
I ain't got no running legs.
Verse 8, be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord.
You can't be afraid of what the Lord got to say. So, be afraid of them. All right? Because the Lord is with us, man. The Lord is with us. Who will be against us? Right? All right? Like it says in Romans, right? It says, the Lord before us, who will be against us. I have a highlight. Romans 8 and 31. It says, what shall we say then to these things? If the Most High be for us, who could be against us? So if the whole world could be against us, man. Alright? What can they do when the Lord is with us, man? The Heavenly Father, the creator of heavens and earth. What can they do, man? Alright, didn't it say in the scripture that one shall chase 1,000, 2 10,000? Alright? So there's nothing you people could do. Alright? There's nothing you people could do or say to offend us, man. Because everything's already written, man. What does it say in 2 Ezra 15? That let not the incredulity, fear not the imagination against it. Let not the incredulity, the unbelief, trouble thee, man. So we don't care if you feel to believe or not. We're not here to force this truth down your throat, man. Alright? We're out here to fish for the hopeful elect, man. Alright? Because this truth is not for everyone. This truth is only for the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright? Because the two-thirds of our people are going to die. Alright? And the 1/3 is going to be delivered, man. That's what we're fishing for. Alright? We know that rest of our people are gone. All right, go ahead.
I got it real quick. 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right, we're supposed to speak in the ears of our people the words of prophecy. What does prophecy mean? To say before. Right. To say something before it happens. So the Lord revealed unto us, and he gave us secrets, like it says in Amos. All right, he revealed these secrets unto the servants of the prophets. Because these are secrets. Not everyone knows that America is known as Babylon the Great. Not everyone knows that America is going to be destroyed. Not everyone know about Jacob's trouble, about World War III, about the Paragma. All right, not everyone understands this book. All right, but the Lord, being his prophets, has opened up our minds to understand this book. And we're supposed to eat this roll and go and teach the house of Israel and speak prophecy, man. Tell the people what the Lord wants them to hear, not what you want to hear, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
It's the Lord that's going to put it in our mouths. It's the Lord that's going to speak for us. He's going to give us the Holy Spirit to speak. Someone get Micah 3:8. Go ahead. That's it. You might as well read it to the unfaithful, down the unfaithful.
It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Because you're going to have people that's going to speak against us because they don't believe. Like it says in Peter, they're natural brute beasts speaking people of things they understand them, man. All right, so these people are going to come up and may even threaten you. They may even try to harm you. They may throw stuff at you, man. All right, they're going to talk shit, but we're not supposed to be troubled by it. We're not supposed to be troubled by the unbelief. All right, go ahead.
It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's why we shouldn't be troubled by the unbelief, because the unfaithful is going to die in the unfaithfulness, man. We're out here to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, because we know what's coming. We believe. We're not going to force the truth upon you, man. We're at the end. We've got no time to try to get Jake to wake up, man. All right. We see that Jake can't see it, can't get it. We're going to move along, man. All right.
All the job is the word. We're going to do the rest. Either going to be self for salvation or self for destruction.
What's up, Michael? 3:8.
But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord.
Right, power, spirit. All right, Holy Spirit, the Lord. Lucky the Lord gave us the Holy Spirit to do what? Go ahead.
And of judgment and of might to declare unto Jacob his transgression.
Like Jacob, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar. All right, the Lord has called us, gave us the Holy Spirit to go out and to declare unto Jacob, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Seminole Indians. Go ahead.
And to Israel his sin.
Right, your sins. All right, to warn you to repent, to get right, and forsake the wicked ways. Put off this life and style that you live because it's wicked. Stop keeping the court. Stop worshiping these false gods, man. Stop worshiping these pagan holidays, man. Return to your heritage. Return to your true nationality. Return to serve the true and only God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because the gods that our people are worshiping are none but idols. The gods that our people are worshiping are the gods of the heathens. And what does it say in Psalms? The gods of the heathens are nothing but idols, man. Alright?
Hear this, I pray you, head of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment, pervert all iniquity. They build up Zion with blood, and Jerusalem with iniquity.
And just back then, Jake was falling after the ways of the heathen. They were sacrificing their kids onto Molech. They were worshiping false gods, committing all sorts of abominations to serve them gods. When you think about it, them gods is not just worshiping them. All right, that's it's the acts. Like you commit homosexuality, orgy, drink blood, do all that, man. And that's what Jake was doing. They were learning after the ways of the heathen. All right, which angered the Lord. And you see why we're in this condition that we're in today. You see why all of us are scattered throughout the world, man. Mainly, a lot of our people here in America, man. All right.
The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire.
Right. You got the false prophets that teach for money. All right, they teach to get a bag. All right, and that's why they don't teach you the truth. Because if they were to teach you the truth, they'll lose that bag, they'll lose that money, they'll lose the congregation. Because most of the people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear lies. That's why I believe they told us, Jeremiah, Isaiah, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit and lies. Our people don't want to hear the truth. All right, when the truth shall make you free.
Right.
All right, doesn't the truth shall make you free? Don't you Jakes want to be free? I'm talking about with your mind. Free with your mind. Just you free your mind. We're physically still here in captivity, but at least our minds, we're free. We know who we are. We know who our God is, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the truth is the solution, man. They having these questions, well, when they come across the answers, they diss it. You know, they reject them because it's not meant for them. It's the only comfort we have on the side.
And the prophets were combined for money. Yeah, we're just going into that with the other camps. You know, they want to close the guns. They want to have these debates, all for entertainment value, shock value. Why? So they can make more money.
When is that going to matter when the Lord turns the lights out? When is that going to matter if things are trouble, man? You know? Right now it's time about building your faith up, man. You know? You don't want to be in that hour, you know, full of doubt.
You're gonna be left with your own self.
Yeah.
You're gonna be left with your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you want to be. That's why you want your conscience to be clear in that day. You did everything that you did. You gave it your all for the Lord. You know. I think that was good on that. Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And the prophets thereof combined for money, yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us. Therefore all Zion for your sake.
yeah, it's gonna be. The blood's gonna be upon your hands because you didn't do what. You didn't teach the people what was really going on. Like we teach about Jacob's trouble, but you got other camps that say Jacob's trouble is gay, or you don't gotta worry about Jacob's trouble. All right. You're not warning your congregation what's going to happen. We teach about the paragma, that is the fight each other. Like Revelation 13, you have other camps say the sleep with white women is Christianity. All right, or they say anything that what it actually is.
Right.
All right, you're not warning your people. So when your congregation take that paragma, their asses through, but the blood's going to be across your hands, man, because you didn't warn them. You didn't teach them the truth, man. You didn't tell them what it is, man. All right.
Ain't going to the gap.
Hey, it says our prophets are like dumb dogs. What does a dog do? When the dog hears someone knock on the door, they bark to warn you that someone's here. All right, but our people are like dumb dogs. You're not warning. You're not barking. What do you do if you have a dog and it doesn't bark when the truth doesn't let you know that someone's in the house? You get rid of that dog. So what's the fucking purpose? What's the purpose? If you're not gonna warn me, if you're not gonna do what I got you to do. All right.
Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest.
Yeah, the Lord's gonna bring judgment upon Jake, man. Heavy judgment. Like I said earlier, blood is gonna be upon a lot of you Israelite leaders' hands. All right. The Lord's gonna try their blood upon you, man. All right.
Yeah, but a lot of them, you know the charagma, the mark. You know, it's that mark. You know that, man. But you want a lot of your congregation. You want to tell them to get that juice.
Yeah.
You know. And that's why certain leaders are suffering right now. Sick. You know.
They gear up for it, gear up to defend that city, defend the village, man. All right, because they hear that sound, man. But a lot of you false prophets, A lot of you camp leaders, you're not blowing that trumpet, man. You're not blowing that sound, the truth. All right, you're not teaching everything that you're supposed to be teaching, man. Because the Lord requires us to teach everything. All right, to teach 100%. The Lord requires us to teach His truth, teach His word perfect. All right.
You're teaching things out of season. You know, because right now we've been going into the law. Like they can keep the law. You know, but that is not. It's not the time to be talking about this. This is the time to be talking about the prophecies because we're living in such a terrible time right now. You know what I'm saying? We're coming into Jacob's troubles, man. Okay, and that's what needs to be said right now.
Right.
Getting our people prepared for what's happening, what's going to happen right now. Okay, and going into the law and all that, man. That's just like going into the Beatitudes or something. You know what I'm saying? Into marriage and all of that, man. We don't need to go into that, man.
And we go into it. You know, we keep the law, but the main focus is prophecy.
Right.
I was going to say concerning that sound, it's just like when you was in high school or in middle school. They had different range, different names, man.
Yeah.
You know, they had different sounds. And you knew what time it was when you heard it.
Yeah.
Like you had the Smith's bell, then you had the fire drill, the fire bell.
Right.
And you know that that's an emergency. You gotta get it as a fire drill.
There was a different bell that went off at the end of school.
Right.
The bell that lets you know school's out. You know?
Send the gospel, man.
Ezekiel 13:2. Son of man, prophesy against the prophets that prophesy, and say that unto them that prophesy out of their own heart.
Right. You just saying what you want to say. Alright? Okay. Like I said, Jeremiah, say to the prophet that I have a dream. Alright? Go ahead.
Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power. Woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
Alright.
O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the desert.
Why you think this prophets? Because we ain't one in your congregation. We one in your flock.
And a fox is what? A fox is an opportunist. Like that Dora Explorer, they had a fox right there,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Swiping those swipers. They had that for a reason, man. You know, you false prophets out there, you a bunch of foxes, man.
Because a fox, he'll do his cunning shit and then he'll run into his hole and shit. That's what you dudes are. You don't run when you got trouble from.
Yeah, you're a hireling.
Yeah, they gonna run away.
Up, you're a hireling, man.
Don't care for the sheep.
And that's why it's so easy for them to lie, or deceive and mislead, man. Because you don't give a fuck about the Lord's sheep, man. You don't give a damn about the Lord coming back.
And that's why there's a dude in their congregation that took the jab and now he lost faith. But if they was warning him, he would have been fine.
Even a sister that went to Nate and asked if she should take the juice because of her job, man. Yeah.
You're going to take the juice for a job. You're going to take the mark for a job.
Exactly.
Simple as that, man.
Yeah.
The answer is no. Don't take the juice, man. The scriptures tell you never trust thy enemy, man. God damn.
Just trust him when it comes to your job, though. Come on.
Ah, man.
Ezekiel 13:4. O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made at the edge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord.
You ain't building Jacob, man.
Yeah, you're not preparing Jacob for the hard times that is coming.
Yeah, man.
But like Jacob's trouble, you're not warning them for the evil times that is ahead. You're not getting their mind ready. All right. Keyword is
Keeping them
mind.
docile.
All right.
They keep keeping them docile, man. You know?
They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Lord saith, and the Lord hath not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word.
And but them dudes are necessary, you know, because they're gathering all the ones the Lord don't want. You know?
Have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas the say, Lord said, howbeit I have not spoken. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because ye have spoken vanity, seen lies. Therefore, behold, I am against you, saith the Lord power. And mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity, and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people. Neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel. Neither shall they enter the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord power. Because they have seduced my people, saying, peace, and there was no peace.
Right, peace when there's no peace. What does the scripture say? There's a time for everything. Time for war and a time of peace. What time are we living in right now?
Time of war.
Time of war. And you can see it based off what's going on right now. All right, there's different major cities throughout America, what's going on in the Middle East. All right, over here in LA, homicides, robberies are going up, man. Not in a peaceful time. Because if we're in a peaceful time, things like that wouldn't be happening, man. People wouldn't be killed in the stores. People wouldn't have been robbed in the streets, man. All right.
Shit. Since this thing came out the cage, it ain't been no peaceful time.
All right.
Shit,
Hey,
go ever since.
And like it says in Maccabees, then wickedness that grew upon earth, man. All right.
Because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others adopted untempered mortar.
Right. The untempered mortar is those philosophies, those lies that you teach your congregation, man. All right. That's that untempered mortar, man. All right. And what's untempered mortar? When the untempered mortar is when the liquid it's too liquidy. All right. Because when you want a wall and you want to put mortar on it, you got to get it right. You have to have that mortar the right way so the stones and the bricks can stick together. When it's too liquid, the stones or the bricks, they cannot stick together. It's
right. Useless.
Right.
Say unto them which daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstones, shall fall, and a storming wind shall rend it.
And guess who's going to bring them? This is going to allow that you're building your congregation to follow the Lord. All right, because real soon it's going to be evident to your congregation that you've been teaching lies. You haven't been warning them what's to come, man. Because you're going to flee. All right, when all hell breaks loose, when the charagma comes, especially when the charagma comes, and for them camps they're not really teaching about the charagma. All right, when that charagma prophecies come to pass, what are you going to tell your congregation? A lot of people, a lot of Jacob that fall after these Israelite camps, they're gonna come flocking to Great Millstone, man. All right, because they're gonna see that we've been teaching the truth. They already know that. You know, they just so hardly believe in their leader.
Bro, where are these leaders? Where's the leader of that dude? Where's the one of IUIC? They're nowhere to be found right now. No one has seen videos of them. Where are they?
The scriptures say you're going to see your teachers. And that Quran is coming, man. Slowly, like pushing towards that here. Currency, man. The Federal Reserve said that they want to come up with their own digital currency and all that. You have this cryptocurrency and all that.
They gonna do something with the dollar, man.
Yeah.
Bring it in. I got a precept go out.
Got it, brother.
This Jeremiah 30:5. But thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and of not of peace. We're not in the time of peace, man. You know, everyone's supposed to be trembling at the trumpet that's being blown, man. You know?
And that's what you should be afraid. When you hear this truth, you should be afraid. Because what does it say? Fear the Lord will persuade men. Alright? We tell you that the Lord's going to be the one to do these things. So you should, in your mind, when you hear the truth, you should ask yourself, so how do I be saved? How are you going to be saved? Right. Well, you put off first and forsake wicked ways, go in righteous thoughts, you put off all your evil, you repent, get right, and you learn. Eat this roll and learn. Alright? That's how you be saved, man. You work out your own salvation. You go through the trembling, man. Alright?
It says, ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Yeah, because of the great evils and the destruction that the Lord is going to bring. Men are going to be be like unto women. Men are gonna have hands, like it says, they're gonna be like this. You know, their hand on their loins, man. So it's gonna be that bad. The scripture says that you run from a bear to meet a lion. You want to go into the house, you need to hand on water and a serpent, bitch, man. So all the tribulation that's gonna come. You escape from one thing just to run to another. You know? Go ahead.
Alas, that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Hey, Jacob's trouble. Give me that sign. These are some of the things that are going to partake in Jacob's trouble. Right? You're going to have martial law. All right, this is where the tribes, they're going to feel the wrath of the Lord through the hand of Esau, man. Because what does it say in Revelation 12:12? All right, the devil will come down onto you when they have a short time. Who he's going to come down upon? Tribes. All right, tribes, man. This is where he's going to gather you jakes in the concentration camp, put you jakes to death, and that's when you jakes going to realize who your enemy is, man. That's when you finally going to see that this man has been trying to kill you the whole time. Because he's been trying to kill us. Oh, yeah. All right, but our people are blinded. But it's going to be evident. All right, it's going to be evident real soon when the Lord allows Esau to show his horns, to show who he truly is. He don't give a fuck about you, man.
He's no longer going to indirectly attack you. He's just going to straight up attack you.
Right. You're going to have a lot of dead bodies out in the streets like this. All right. You're going to have fires in these different cities, uproars. You're going to have people put in these concentration camps. They're going to put chip in you. All right. Or put you to death. All right.
You got so checkpoints.
Yep.
Live rounds. I know rubber bullets or gas shots.
That's just the army. You know, what about the civilians? As soon as you're going to turn the Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. The love of many shall wax cold.
That's why, read that last part, verse 7 again.
Yep, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
That's why it's written. That none is like it. What's coming has never happened on earth before, man. It's going to be crazy. That's why Ezra's was like, woe is me, woe is me. Who would deliver me in those days? That's why he said it, because he saw what was about to happen, man.
A lot of prophets saw it.
Right. That's why they woke up with fear. A lot of them, some of them were sick. When he saw the visions, he said his bones would shake, man. All right.
And these everyday Edomites, they have weapons. They have stockpiles of weapons. Yeah. Okay. They're not like you, Jake. You know, Jake got stockpile of Jades. You know. Okay. But Esau's been preparing for this, man, because that's in his spirit.
Yeah, especially the last 10 years.
Yeah, man, it's in his spirit to come against you. When they buying all those weapons, who you think they thinking about? Okay? You think they thinking about going out and shooting some venison, some damn deer? No, man, they thinking about shooting your ass. Okay? They can't wait till this thing go down. Okay? They've been waiting to pop off that new AR they got, man. Okay?
Yep, and then remember during Hurricane Katrina, they say anything darker than a brown paper bag, they tag it, man. And, you know? So that goes for all the tribes. Hey, shit, watch the last purge, man.
Hey,
what the fuck is wrong with you jakes?
And you know the kingdom of law, I don't think you're excluded.
That's what I'm saying, that last purge?
Yeah.
The forever purge? And that was all you northern kingdom tribes, man.
First you had the southern, then the northern. Showing you these movies, but people are so blinded, you just think it's entertainment, man.
The first purge, that was on the island of, what's that, Staten Island? The one that's called the first purge? They locked down Staten Island, man. That's all you tribes. Ephraim, Simeon, Judah, Benjamin.
And why you think they have the ghettos? They make sure you jakes on the ghetto. Why you think they have apartments?
Train tracks.
Right, why you think they have all that? They made it. Look how big America is. Look how much they have everyone spread out. But here it is, they have everyone living so close to each other. You get no fucking privacy, man. They have that for a reason. It's for them to more easily control you. It's for them where they can lock up a city and you can't leave that city. Alright?
That's why going to an entrance is required how the ungodly shall be punished. Because he was seeing all of the destruction coming to our people. And he was like, damn, this how the Lord gonna do our people?
Right. Yeah, no, it's and also Ezekiel too. He thought the Lord was gonna kill off all the Israelites. Because this is gonna be bad, man. You gotta think about it. There's more people that are gonna die, more of our people that are gonna die than our people that are gonna be saved. It's gonna be a small remnant. It's gonna be to the point where there's gonna be so much death. Everyone's gonna think that everyone's just gonna die.
Yeah,
that's how much death is
gonna
nobody.
This is the book of Matthew 24 and 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not seen since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be."
What is that? Unprecedented.
Right.
You know, we're living in an unprecedented time already, man.
Yep.
You know?
In that time.
People are already dying at a ridiculous rate, you know, just from, you know, that thing, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Every day, man. I'm telling you, every day, and at least once a week, I get a text from a guy in my hometown of Mississippi. He's a director of a funeral home, and just from our class alone, somebody's died. Sometimes it's twice a day. Okay? 3 and 4 times in a week, man. I'm last year I know at least 100 of my classmates, man. At least.
We saw him before.
Exactly.
Not just the Jews, but all the judgment that the Lord got out of it. People are dying, man. People are, like, I got ABC News, I get a notification saying death, like throughout this week.
Yeah, the local news?
Yeah. This one dude, he fleed from a cop, driving 100 miles in the freeway. Bro, his car, he hit the car, you see his body fly. The lady's like, oh my God. He was talking normal, but she saw that.
Talking about the motorcycle?
Yeah. That, you know, people getting stabbed in stores, people getting shot up. You know, a lot of judgment is happening, and it's just the beginning. It's gonna get a lot worse. Because if they're having this much death with the cops intact, what's gonna happen when the cops are not intact? The cops will not be able to protect you.
Don't forget, the cops said to the tourists, don't come to LA. You can't guarantee your safety. It's like the first.
And you had people that didn't listen. That's what happened. You had the British people, all right, from the UK, they came over here to LA after he said that, and he had to learn the hard way because he got robbed. He got his 30,000 roll, or however that shit cost stolen. His chain stolen. He thought I was gonna die. He thought he was gonna die. He said I ain't never coming over here again. You know?
Like the brothers, this verse 22, like the brothers were saying, it's going to be like the Lord's coming to destroy everything from the remedy. Alright, it says, and except those days should be shortened.
This is why days are going by fast, man. We're already in Saturday. Alright, we're ready in 2022, man. Alright?
It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
That's why the days are short. I mean, that's why the days are short. It's for the elect's sake, man. Alright?
Yeah, that's how hard Esau gonna go. He's gonna go so hard to where if the Lord didn't stop him, everything gonna be cool.
Living himself.
Living himself, man.
Yeah, just above said it's gonna be a time like no other. You know, it's gonna far away, what happened to us in Egypt, 70 AD, what happened to us in America. Alright, it's gonna be a time like never before. Brothers were just reading it in Isaiah 13.
Says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble when he should be saying out of it. You know, and that's speaking of the Lord's elect, man.
Once written in the book of life, that's those who will be saved from Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
It's not like we're going to be raptured up and then we're going to witness you Jakes have Jacob's trouble. No, we're going to be in the midst of all this. Remember, the Lord needs witnesses. Alright? He needs witnesses. We're his witnesses. We're going to witness the prophecies play out. We're going to witness who Jakes being put to death, man. Remember, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to go over the story. Alright? Because a lot of you Jakes will come back to not like you automatically know. You're going to remember. Alright? You're going to remember to go over the story. Alright? So in order for us to go over the stories, the Lord needs witnesses, man.
Not only that, it's the trial of our faith, man.
Right.
And the Lord is just hard, man. It's just hard, man. It's hard, man.
What do
You know?
Like you said, what tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So we gotta be tried, man. Our faith gotta reach a certain level before the Lord come back. You know? Because we don't know if we're gonna make it. We hope we're gonna make it, though. That's all we have is hope, man. Well,
we are, hey,
you supposed to
we
hope
are,
to go somewhere in this place? I'm sorry, y'all.
it's not,
You got it, bro.
but we are supposed to be speaking on these things,
Right,
man. Okay, we're not supposed to let these things go past and not speak of them, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 8:3. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
You got out?
2nd Ezra 8:3.
Okay, the 4 is the next one. Where it speaks of like a wave.
No, that's in 2nd Ezra 9.
9, okay. Okay. Yeah, jump to that one.
Yeah. Read what you got.
There be many created, but few shall be saved.
Yeah, many people created, all right? But there's only be few that's going to be saved. Now go to 9. That one. It's that. It's bad. 9 and 20 or 22. Or 15. I don't have.
Yeah, it's gonna be right here, right?
Yeah, like 15, 16. Like as a wave is greater, yeah, 16.
Oh, yeah,
No, this is the same.
It's a little more than that 8 though. No? I'm so used to my book now.
First one is like, instead of the first
Oh, yeah, stuff for 15. 16, 9. What three I'm reading?
yeah, just 2nd Ezra 8:1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for a few.
What's the world to come? People. That's the mindset that we have. That's what we're focused on. We're focused on making it to the kingdom of heaven. Alright? Because the kingdom of heaven, the only one that's going to enter into it is the elect. Alright? In the beginning. Alright? We're going to be the first ones to enjoy the kingdom. We're going to see it being built up, man. Alright? While we're bringing in other tribes. At the end of the day, all Israel's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. They're all going to be there. Alright? But a lot of you tribes are going to die here on this side, man. And you're going to be born, you're going to be born as our children. Like you said, one time, you don't know what time you're going to come in the kingdom.
I heard Brock say that.
Nah.
Jumping up to chapter 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and 15. I have said before, and now to speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved.
So many people are going to die than those that are saved. Man. So there's a lot of death that is coming. Why you think it says that in Revelation 14, they liken the blood unto a horse's bridle? Alright, there's going to be so much death that's going to come here, man. Alright?
Even Zephaniah 14.
Or Zechariah?
Zechariah, right. But he talks about the 2/3, you know, that's 2/3 is more than 1/3.
Yeah.
Okay. So more of our people are going to perish than is going to be saved.
That's right.
Okay. So, man,
We're going to be here to witness it all. Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see the reward of the wicked, man. You know? Go ahead.
Like as a wave is greater than a drop.
The wave is greater than a drop, right?
And he answered me, saying, like as the field is, so is also the seed.
Hey, the field. You look at the field. It's big and wide. You see all sorts of plants and trees. But the Lord is coming back for what? That seed, which is His elect. All right. Someone get Isaiah 6:13. Yeah, 6:13.
As the flowers be, such are the colors also, such as the workman is, such also is the work.
All right. Skip down to
22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
22. Yeah. Let the multitude perish. People think that you're something when you're nothing. All right. You're brought here to be judged, man. If you're not of the elect, if you're the 2/3, you're brought here to be judged, man. All right. You're not brought here to be somebody in this world. Even if you are somebody in this world, you're still 2/3. All right. And the Lord looks at you as nothing, man. All right. Go ahead.
And let my grape be made it perfect.
Right. And the Lord, how he's making us perfect through suffering. Alright? That's how he makes us perfect. He's making us perfect through suffering. Through the hell that we catch. Alright? Here in this world. Alright?
Nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days more, if thou shalt not fast in it, but go into the field and flower, where no house is builded, and eat only the flowers of the field, taste no flesh, drink no wine, but eat flowers only.
But like, what happens is it doesn't really help you there. It only helps you with the whatchamacallit.
Like 13, and it says, but yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return and shall be eaten.
Right, the tenth is the tenth is Israel. Alright? It shall return. The one that's gonna return is the elect. Alright? Go ahead.
It says, as a teal tree and as an oak, substance is in them.
Right, and that's the teal tree, the oak, that represents Israel. Alright? Because it says, go ahead. You read it, go ahead.
And they cast their leaves, so the holy seed shall be the substance thereof.
Right, because the teal tree and oak tree, they carry seeds and they eat. That's why when it's fall, even if the tree dies, they still have the seeds, so the tree can regrow. So, read that from the top again.
It says, but yet in it shall be a tenth, which are the elect, and it shall return and shall be eaten.
Right, and it was we were devoured by these other nations. All right, these nations, they conquered us, put us in captivity. They beat our heritage out of us, man. All right, they joined league and how to make Israel no more remembrance. All right, go ahead.
And as a teal tree and as a oak, whose substance is in them, when they cast their leaves.
Yeah, because when the day that the Lord allows Esau to come after us, when he comes with his wrath, who's going to release his wrath upon? The tribes. All right, he's going to cut down that tree. All right, he's going to try to extinct us. All right, in a sort of manner, try to get rid of all of Israel, man. Great genocide, real Holocaust, man. All right, he's going to try to bring a Holocaust upon you tribes, upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and some Indians. That's why we read in Jacob's trouble. That's the trouble that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with the devil coming after you, man.
Right.
Pure hatred.
Trouble ain't never been a good word, man.
Right.
You ain't never want to get in trouble. But you try to find trouble with the Heavenly Father, man. Because you refuse to repent, man. You refuse to humble your ass down and correct your actions, man. You want to subscribe to the so-called white man's ways, and you're going to have to die with him.
Job 14:7, for there is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again.
Yeah, and how's the tree cut down? All right, someone cuts it down, but how's it sprout? Through the seed, man. And the elect is that seed. All right, it's going to bring back all you tribes that die on this side, man.
That's right.
All right, where that seed?
That ain't nothing for the Lord. The Lord repopulated the earth with 8 people. 8 people. He went from 8 people to 8 billion. You know? So it's nothing for the Lord to repopulate the earth using millions of his children. You can't count it. You know?
That it will sprout again, that the tender branch thereof will not cease. Though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground.
All right, even if you see our people cut off, destroyed, go ahead.
It says, yea, through the scent of water it will bud and will bring forth branch like a plant.
And what does water represent? It's truth. All right, who is this truth given on to? The elect, man. The elect, they're going to get themselves right. They're going to get themselves in order so that they may be saved, man.
And it says, all right, then I will beautify the branch of Israel from the earth. So the Lord is going to bring back all these rebellious as Israelites for righteous seed.
And the elect is going to be the fathers, man.
As it were in the beginning.
It says,
Right.
Isaiah 6:13, but yet in it shall be a tenth,
Right.
and it shall return and shall be eaten as a teal tree and as an oak.
Yeah, doesn't it say the that Israel's likened onto a noble vine, a noble tree, but we become degenerate. All right, go ahead.
Whose substance is in them. So even though we're eaten and consumed and destroyed,
Right.
the elect is still here. The substance is still in the plant.
Seed, right.
And it says, when they cast their leaves, so the holy seed shall be the substance thereof.
The holy seed is the elect. And that's that substance that the Lord's going to use to bring back the ones that died. All right, on this side, man. Since someone gets Zechariah 13 and 8, before you get that, this one.
Yeah. We saw Isaiah 1 and 9. All right, like the brother said, man, the Lord left the remnant, right? It says, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
Right, a remnant is another title for the elect. All right, if it wasn't for the elect, go ahead.
We should have been as Sodom. We should have been like unto the Lord.
And what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? That land was utterly destroyed with fire. All right, from fire and brimstone from heaven, man. All right, who got saved? Tell us funny, who got saved from Sodom and Gomorrah?
I forget his name. Lot and his daughters.
Yeah, Lot and his daughters. Lot and his daughters, they got saved. All right, so just like here in America, all right, all of our people, they're gonna die here, but the ones that are gonna be saved is the elect, man. All right, it's just like how Lot witnessed the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, we're gonna witness the destruction of America, but we're gonna be in chariots, man. All right, seeing the reward of the wicked, seeing Jake get burned up, seeing this place on fire, man. All right, completely on fire, all of America on fire. We're gonna see it, man. Lord willing. All right, from California to Maine, okay, all the way to the east side, from west to the east side, all of it. Florida, North Dakota, all right, Washington State, all right, Texas, every state is gonna be devoured, fired, and brimstone, all right.
And Israel too, man.
Yep.
Israel's gonna be brought back up. So, Zechariah 13 and 8, it shall come to pass that all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Hey, read it again. Tell us point, pay attention.
And it shall come to pass that all the land, saith the Lord.
Now, what land is that? You know what land?
All the land?
Yeah.
Right here in Babylon?
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
66.6% of our people, 2/3 of our people here in America, all right, are going to be cut off and die. Whether that's in the concentration camps, whether that's martial law, whether that's out by famine or newly created creatures, or these wild beasts. All right, and at the end, all the nuclear destruction. All right, 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die because of judgment that the Lord is going to bring upon the wicked of His people that refuse to repent, that refuse to get right, man, that refuse to serve the Lord, that refuse to seek Him. All right, go ahead.
But the third shall be left therein.
That's the 1/3. All right, the ones that are going to be saved. You got the elect, 144,000, which are men. All right, because hey, believe it or not, you have women out there that think that the 144,000 are include women. All right, which women are going to be saved. A lot of women are going to be saved, but not 1/3. Not only does that consist of the 144,000, consists of 12,000 of each tribe, which are men. Okay, then you got the 1/3. Okay, which consists of helpers, friends of the prophets. All right, women and children. All right, this is going to say women shall be saved, childbearing. All right, now a lot of women that are chosen to be saved. Okay, go ahead.
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
The fire. All right, that's the hell that we're going to catch in these times, man. All right, because we're going to catch hell. We're going to feel it, man. But the difference between the 2/3 and the 1/3, we're going to be saved from it. Like we read in Jeremiah 30:37, we shall be saved from it, man. All right, go ahead.
And will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
How you try gold and silver, put it in the fire. And if it's real, what happens? Because we're purified. If it's fake, it's turn black. So that's how you can tell between real gold and fake gold. All right, go ahead.
And they shall call on my name.
Is he called whose name? What's the name of the Father and the Son? Yahweh is the name of the Father, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai. We We're gonna call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to save us.
Right.
Doesn't it say in Joel, the 2nd chapter, the 32nd verse, that in order for us to be saved, we shall call upon the name of the Lord. All right, and only the elect know the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right, not just know, because we got other Israelites that know, but we actually believe and trust in the name. All right, because you got Jake that's gonna say, Lord, have we prophesied in thy name? All right, but what's Yahweh Shai gonna tell him? Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you, man. All right, go ahead.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
Right. All right, I was on that. Get Jeremiah 15, and then get back to Isaiah after that.
Revelation 7 and 14. Revelation 7 and 14. And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, These are they which came out of great tribulation.
Great tribulations.
And
that shows that we're not going to just be in the chariot while witnessing Jacob's trouble. We're going to be in it. We're going to be caught up in it, man. All right, we're going to go through it, but we're going to be safe from it, man. All right?
The brothers that they get captured by the soldiers, they're going to go through hell. Even the brothers that are in concentration camps, they're all going to go through hell.
We're all going to go through something. We're all going to be tested, man. All right? Go ahead.
And it says, "But these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb."
Yeah, what washes us? It's true. Like I said in Ephesians 5:26, we're washed and purified through His word. Okay?
And the word's going to bring us to the Father.
Didn't John the Baptist say that the one that come after him, which is Yahweh Shai, shall baptize with water and fire? That fire is adversity, man. Didn't it say in 1 Peter that the Lord, He suffered? All right, and we got to arm ourselves. Likewise, we got to arm ourselves. Have that in our mind that we're going to suffer. It's not going to be no cakewalk to the kingdom of heaven. All right, that's what Jacob wanted. They wanted the easy way. That's why they took Jacob's trouble. Right. That's why they took that broad way, man. Well, we have to go to that narrow, straight gate. When you go to straight, it's like a path to do it, man. All right, we're on a difficult path, man. It's not easy. But what does it say? We need to do all things with Yahweh Shai that strength, so we can get to that path. But Yahweh Shai is with us, man. You gotta believe that, man. You gotta truly believe that. More than just saying it, you gotta truly believe in it, man. Because when we go through our afflictions, when we suffer, we call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to save us, man. Alright, it's the Lord that quickens us and that revives us through His Spirit, man. Alright?
Precept?
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes 2 and 10. Look at the generation of the old and see, did any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
An example of one that trusted in the Lord. Daniel, he was put in lines there. Think about that. Alright? Oh, Joseph was in prison for 2 years. Did he deny the Lord? Did he curse the Lord? No. Job, look at Job. He got everything that he loved taken away from him. But did he curse? Did he stop believing in the Lord? No. That strained him. Alright? He believed, he still remained, hold on to his integrity. That's what it's about. Holding on to our integrity. Alright? Go ahead.
Or did any abide in His spirit and was forsaken?
Man, the Lord's not going to forsake us because we fear the Lord. Alright? By fearing the Lord, you're going to do the thing that's pleasing unto Him, man. But I quoted it, working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. What do we fear? We fear what's to come. We fear Jacob's trouble. We fear Esau. We fear the judgment of the Lord God. No. We fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And what are you going to do to us if we don't work, if we don't go out and do this work, man? Alright? If we don't get right. Alright? We fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go ahead.
Or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him?
Right. The Lord's not going to despise us because we calling upon His true name. We're not just calling upon Him. We're calling upon Him with faith, knowing that He hears us, man. You can't pray to the Lord and say, I hope the Lord hears me. Oh, I don't know if He's here. No. You got to have that confidence and know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is hearing you, man.
Right.
All right? That was it. All right. Get that Jeremiah.
Job 13 and 15, though He slay me, yet will I trust in Him.
Right. Listen, we're gonna go through. You know, we're gonna catch out. But even if we catch out, we still gotta trust the Lord. Even if we put up in a concentration camp and our heads in we're about to die, we still gotta trust the Lord. That don't mean that we give up our faith. All right, I'm about to die anyway. I'm gonna stop believing. No, we stay faithful unto death, man. What does it say? Fear thou not. In Revelation 22. Be thou faithful unto death, and the Lord will give us a crown of life, man. So we gotta be faithful unto death. We gotta trust Him even unto death, even if that means sacrificing our lives. Because really, even if we die, we're sleeping. We're raised up again, man. Like it says in 1 Thessalonians 4 chapter.
It says, "But I will maintain my own ways before Him."
Right. So Job, he had integrity. All right. He believed and trusted in the Lord. Even if he was slain, he was going through it. He still hold on to his integrity, man. He still hold on to his faith. He didn't let that go. A lot of you Jakes who say you believe, but when that tribulation comes, you're gonna throw that faith out the window. You're gonna throw all the words you've been saying out the window, man. That's why it's not about words. You don't care what you say on Testament. Everyone's faith. Alright? But since, like it says in Revelation 3:10, He will keep us from the hour of temptation. Alright? Because we kept the word of His patience. Alright? We shall come upon all the world to try them. Test one's faith, man. Because we're all gonna be presented with that Quran. The Lord's gonna see what we're gonna do. We're gonna accept it or not. But we're gonna have faith and put our trust in the Lord, man. The time is coming where we're gonna go up to Him for the one of all things. Alright?
I just feel like you accept it or not, you gotta deal with the Lord.
Yep.
You're better off not accepting it.
It's found. Go ahead. Jeremiah
15:1. Then said the Lord unto me, though through Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward His people.
Yeah, and this is during when we were in Israel. Jake was wicked, man. That's why it says, you can read it.
Cast them out of my sight.
What's the Lord's sight? Israel. That's why the Lord casted out His people out of the sight, out of the land. He scattered us throughout the world, man. Alright? Go ahead.
And let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the
Yeah,
sword.
you got Jake that they're going to be judged by the sword, whether that's through Esau, the martial art troops, all these different people out here that have guns, trying to find food or trying to take what they got, man. Jake's going to die by that, die by the sword. All right, die in these explosions and bombs, die in these fires, man. All right, go ahead.
And such as for the famine to the famine.
You got some Jake that are chosen to die by the famine, man. Their lives to suffer that. But what's it say in the scriptures? That it's better to die by the sword than die by a famine. So you can get shot in the streets, all right? Because remember, them soldiers, they got when them bullets, they're gonna use the hollow point bullets. You know what hollow point does?
Yeah.
All right, they tears out your own arm, right? You can have Jake get shot up, lose his own arm, he's bleeding to slow death. That's better to die that way than die by famine. Because you're die by famine, your body literally eats itself, man. It's a slow process, slow way of dying. Even in the time, I believe it was the Samaritans, the Syrians, they surrounded Samaria and they besieged it. And during the time you had leper people, Jake had leprosy. They were supposed to go outside the city, inside the camp, and wait for a certain amount of days before they could come back and go to the priest to see if it was clean. So when the two Jakes had leprosy, they came back to the city and they saw it besieged. And they like, is it better to go to the city and die of the famine, or is it better to put our hands to the Syrians and die by the sword? So they went to the Syrians because they knew it was better to die by the sword than to suffer that way of death, man. All right, go ahead.
And such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Right, because you're gonna have Jake that's gonna get locked up, man. That Esau's gonna come to your houses, take you, separate you from your family, and put you into these camps, man. All right. What's that one show? Lake. Yeah, lake, right? To the lake. All right. And that one lake, there was a disease going on, and the government, they were gathering all the people that they can, put in a concentration camp.
No,
No, they were saying they were gonna put up, and they took them and just shot them all up.
Yeah, they were killing them.
They were killing them.
And one of the they was like, what are you doing? You can't do this to us.
I'm sorry.
We have rights.
Right here, it's all good.
We have
Thank
rights.
you. Sorry. Thank
You
you.
can't do this to us. We have rights. That's what people will be saying, man. People will be freaking out in them camps. Why, what you doing to us? Why you killing us? We don't deserve to die. We have rights. Little do you know, them rights have been taken away from you a long time ago. When martial law is declared, what happens? The Constitution is suspended. You can't tell the soldiers you got rights, man. All right, these rights are taken away.
Now that you have the youth, you're not considered a youth.
Yeah, that's right.
You ain't got no more human rights.
Continue reading.
And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heavens, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Yeah, so not only do you have to deal with sword and famine, death, pestilence, you got to deal with the animals, man. The Lord got to the animals waiting to bring judgment. Not just, lions and tigers and dogs, but also animals that people have never seen before. Things called newly created creatures. Things that you thought were just fairy tale, like the Wolverines. I mean, like a Wolverine. All right? Those are something like Bigfoot. Some horrendous monster, man. The Lord God waiting is going to release out here for you wicked ass Israelites that do not want to repent, do not want to get right, man. All right. Was that it on that?
And I will cause them to be removed as all kingdoms of the earth, because Manasseh, the son of Hezekiah, the king of Judah, for that which he did in Jerusalem. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Who shall bemoan thee?
Yeah, Jake, you see that now. With Jake, no one's bemoaning Jake. Here it is, position of those states, no one's sleeping up with these nations. They're not standing up for us, man. All right, they're not standing up for Jake, man.
Hey, you had this one Edomite that left his millions, joined the gang to kill niggas. And then when he was arrested with these other things, they got rid of the language for charges. Yeah. But he didn't kill some. And the rest of the 2 Jakes, they went to jail. So, there's no sympathy for Jake.
Yeah, no sympathy, no mercy shown.
That's all the judgment of the Lord.
You got Kyle Rittenhouse fucking, he killed like 3 other protesters or some shit.
He wants his gun back.
Yeah, but he got left off scot-free. And here it is in the same city, the same state. He had this one Judite chick. She killed her child abducted. All right, kidnapped her, like sexually harassed her. She got out and escaped. They wouldn't put her in life for that, man. She was defending herself. Same way that Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah,
That's the
That
devil.
motherfucker killed Edomites anyway. It don't even matter.
They got a law now. They call it the Kyle Rittenhouse law.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
That's the thing. They didn't even kill Jake, and Jake is fucking standing up and trying to, Jake's so fucking gone. Was that a finish?
This war ain't for us, man.
Yeah.
Who shall brought pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Who shall bemoan thee? Who shall go aside and ask how the
Yeah. They should stand up when Esau gathered us up, put us in chains. They should stand up for us. Hell no, they're in league with them. He had them Hamites and Ishmaelites selling us to them devils, man.
They don't want that way to happen.
Right.
Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord. Thou hast gone backward. Therefore I will stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary of repenting.
And since he said that, I got it.
Second Ezra chapter 1, verse 25. Seeing ye have forsaken me.
Right, our people, you have forsaken the Lord. You've forsaken your God, you've forsaken your heritage. And it's not like the Lord's not giving you a chance to come back. He's giving you a chance to come back. His prophecy set up, but you don't want to come back. Alright? You want to stay up in Mexico. You want to stay in Mexico. You want to stay in Puerto Rico. You want to come back to your heritage. You want to stay worshiping these idols like Caesar Borgia and Virgin Mary. You don't want to worship the only God and true God, Yahweh Bashem outside. So since you've forsaken the Lord, go ahead.
I will forsake you
The
also.
Lord's going to forsake you, especially in the time of your calamity, and especially the time of your judgment. All right? The Lord's not going to hearken unto your cries. He's going to laugh at them, just like you laughed at his men, because you're not laughing at us. You're not threatening us. You're not coming up against us. You're coming against Yahweh because we are his messengers. Remember that. Go ahead.
When he desired me to be gracious unto you.
Right, and the time is coming where you're going to desire the Lord to be gracious. You're going to desire the Lord to show you mercy. But the Lord's not going to show you no mercy. Because for all these years, he's been showing you mercy. The Lord's mercy has been open onto our people. But what did they do? They despised it. They hated it. They went across the street. They ignored it. Alright? So therefore, the Lord's going to forsake you and not show any mercy in the time of judgment. Alright? The only ones that he's going to show mercy to are his elect. The ones that get right now, man. Alright? That's the only ones that receive mercy. Go ahead.
When I shall have no mercy upon you. Whatsoever he shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For he hath defiled your hands with blood, and I sin. And your feet are swift to commit manslaughter.
Right. Isn't our people so quick to kill each other? But here it is Esau, they come and kill them, but they don't do nothing. Instead, they want to go out and protest some bullshit cause, man. Right.
Let them go. How about y'all niggas start bumping at the top? How about that?
Yeah. Jake don't want to do that, man. Because the Lord just rise him up.
You're carnal, right?
You know? Right.
Motherfuckers is carnal, right? You bad, right? Go up against these Edomites.
I hate seeing that shit. Jake want to go hard on you. But when the enemy comes in, they want to soften their voice. And, you know? I remember one time I was watching this one video. This one Jake, I know I know you know this. He's on live. This one young Jake, he was recording. He was on live, just chilling.
Oh.
The old man came up to him, just trying to be at peace. He's like, "What the fuck, man? What the fuck wrong with you, man?" He's like, you got some problem? I'll shoot you.
Yeah, another Jake.
Yeah, there's another Jake, an elder. You're supposed to look up to your elders, right? And the nigga so quick. He was so quick. I'll kill you right now. Being all nigga, just wait until the Lord sends a real gangster on your ass. And I'm not talking about no gang. I'm talking about Esau, man.
See these niggas all drugs and shit, all these pills and shit. He's got demons on him, man.
That's why Jake just need to die. You got other camps that just trying to wake up all our people. Like, there's no saving our people. Our people are fucking gone. Alright? Majority of our people are fucking gone. The only thing left for them is death, man.
Yeah, you gotta forget about Jake, man.
Alright?
The root is incurable. They incurable. They're so gone.
That's right. The only healer right here. Jake don't want that. Nah, the church don't want anything else. It's good. This is it right here, man. It's the best thing for you. Jake don't want it, man. So fuck you. You making your choice. Like they say, you make your bed, you gotta live it, man.
Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, they would not hear. So they cried, and I would not hear, says the Lord.
Read that again.
Proverbs, the first chapter.
Yeah.
Zechariah 7:13. Therefore it came to pass that as I cried,
Alright, the Lord's crying for us, man. He's wanting our people to wait, come back to me.
He said,
You know?
put out his hand all the day long.
But no man
took his people.
Yeah. No man regarded. He stretched out his hand, but no man regarded it. It's like when you stretching out your hand, that means you fell, right? You fell, right?
Like Jake, he used to do in the old, like 70s, 80s. Jake was pleading with him. Well, the Lord's pleading with his money.
You're not regarding it, right? Put it into not. You want the Lord's counsel. Go ahead.
and they would not hear, so they cried. So it comes to you crying, and I would not hear, said the Lord of hosts.
The Lord's not going to hear you. But the Lord's going to say, go into the gods you have chosen. And see if they will save you in the day of your calamity.
I thought you was a Muslim.
Good.
So the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36, and I'll start at 15. It says, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of the fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising of bedtime and sending, because he had compassion on his people.
I see the Lord. You can't say that when all hell breaks loose. Jacob's trouble, because we cannot say that the Lord is not compassionate. He never showed you no mercy. Because the Lord, he sent out his prophets as a way of him showing mercy, a way of him showing compassion, because he loves his people. So, well, I'm going to send my prophet to see if they will wake up and make it right, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like brother was saying, man, him sending his prophets is him stretching out his hand towards your people, but you refuse to listen. All right, he says, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High.
Yeah, you scoff at us, you mock, you laugh, but you really...
A lot of sunrise.
Right, yeah. Because what did the angel say? If you have any family come and bring babies, what did God do? Went to his son's law. What did they do? They mocked, laughed. What happened to them? Their ass got burned up, alright? So them jakes, all you jakes that are scoffing and mocking, don't want to believe, your ass gonna get burnt up, your ass gonna die. Alright?
Lord said what? Those that laugh now shall cry later, man.
Mourn and weep.
Not cry, mourn and weep.
Mourn and weep. So that time has come for you. While we're gonna be laughing, we're gonna be married. Like it says in heaven. Right.
We're not sorrow heart. We're supposed to rejoice.
Hey, in family, thou shalt laugh. Woo! You shall laugh. So that means, in order for us to be happy, if we laugh, it'll be good company. That means we're gonna be good, man. We're gonna have everything. We're gonna have food, we're gonna have water supplies. It's like, we're gonna be good, man.
The Lord gonna be coming to you.
Yup.
You don't know the Lord with you, man. You can be having the most fucked up day, and the Lord show you a sign. They make you smile.
Oh.
You know, you start chuckling and shit.
Yep.
You praise the Lord. You know, it's
Yeah,
all right.
right
It's gonna be
there.
all right.
Yep.
There's gonna be a lot of that, man.
Yep.
You know, like they showed that movie The Road when they found that bunker underground. There's gonna be a lot of that happening, man.
He was showing everything like, man, what is this?
He was able to take a shower too.
They would, you know, let his hair down a little bit, you know. Then right back to it. Hey, you know, it's time to go. You know, what he got what he needed.
He said they're gonna have an abundance.
Yeah, marry and have abundance.
Other some people more. Some abundance.
That's part of eating does a lot for your mind, you know. But I haven't been eating, so you know.
You learning it the hard way, huh?
Eating does a lot for your mind, man. It's a pleasure of the flesh.
That's why you think people are so fat. You get so sad and shit. All right, the only thing they do is to eat.
Like my woman, I'm sorry, y'all. It's depression too. Every time, you know, you got this food or something, that makes you get happy, you know.
Yeah, bro. Women, man, you got a bad attitude. You give her some food, that should change it. You know?
That's why they call it comfort food.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of these countries work for it. All that, they have the best food. Mexico, the best food out there.
What's gonna make a man a little happy? Food and somebody.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, bro.
Verse 16.
I'll take the mercy, man. I'll take the protection of the Lord. I ain't thinking about the Bible. Mark will come later. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's prophecy, man. Isaiah 4:1.
It says 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words.
And all that mocking is gonna come and bite you in your ass, man.
Yeah, every idle word.
You know?
Yeah.
Everything you type, everything you say in your mind. We've been out here for years, man. The apostles have been out there for over 30 years. Imagine all the people walking by talking shit in their mind, seeing us on YouTube talking shit. So all that shit gonna come to bite you people in the ass, man.
I remember this one time we were in you know that wedding store downtown? Yeah. My first was like first fresh in the shoe. Badass bitch walked by. And she was just talking shit. Elder Moore like mentioned how she was getting raped, but when she heard that, she started scoffing even more. She started laughing. And like I just have a good feeling because I had a good feeling that her ass gonna get raped, and she's gonna remember what Elder Moore said. The Lord gonna put it in her mind. And it's not like you're gonna get raped, you're gonna get gang raped, man.
She was bad?
Yeah, she was bad, bro.
Come on,
She had a
now.
fat ass.
Come on now.
But
She probably even better now.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So her ass is gonna get ravished, and she's gonna remember that, man.
People think that shit is a joke. Hey, man, when the scriptures say something, when it plays out in reality, it's way worse, man.
Yeah,
You know?
we're just saying.
We're just saying it.
We're saying it. We're saying what we think. How you know?
You use your mind and
use your
imagine.
mind. What's gonna be far worse than what
A thousand times worse. Because it's gonna be real. When the motherfucking men go inside you, you know, it's gonna be real, man. When they use their force on you and take your box.
Think about it. A woman, you know, you don't just put your rod in the woman, right? You have to first do some foreplay and get her wet. She ain't gonna be wet, bro. No time. So I'm sure it's gonna shove everything, bro. You're gonna have to take it. You have to take that pain. Fucking, they'll shove everything in your hole. Every hole you got. Shove their fucking hole you got. The Lord can have it when they shove their rifle up with Gucci.
Remember that video, man?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Think like that's gonna happen, man.
Oh, that's some sick fucking people out here, man.
Hey, they shall be like madmen. Madmen. Sparing none. They be crazy. The Lord put the spirit on them to be crazy. Alright, they're gonna be on a whole other level of crazy. Yeah.
The people, right? The people are not. They take the side of the equation. And it's still gonna be fucked up, right? It's all creating conventions. You got people now that will rape your ass, man. How much more when there's no 911? It's lawlessness. Come on, man.
Verse 2 will tell you that, show you that. She's like, I've been waiting all this time. So you
heard that anarchy.
Right. He's like, I've been waiting all this time.
He said two for one or some shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, all these dudes in prison, man, denied a box for years, man.
Oh, man.
All right. Niggas got men out on the streets denied for blocks, man. They've been trying to get this girl that live in her apartment a few stories up. She keeps denying them.
That's another thing, bro. Everybody knows they got a bad bitch that lives next to them.
Yep.
They know that bad bitch live down the street, you know? You know?
She lives with her mom, by herself. Yeah, bad that live by themselves.
Until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, so there was no remedy.
Judgment hit your ass.
There's going to be no stopping when the Lord brings that judgment on you.
Right? Just like at the time of Noah, man. They was doing all that shit they was doing until that judgment came. When that judgment come, hey, that's when it all stops. And then that's when we gonna be like, yeah, I told you so, man. Told you. More importantly, the Lord told you so, man.
We ain't gonna be here to tell you what to do.
Scripture said when it comes to pass, then our boldness manifest, man. You know, then we gonna believe more, man. Alright?
Forever.
We really believe in this thing, man. We don't give a fuck if you people don't believe in it, man. You gonna be the ones looking stupid, man. We'll take looking stupid on the corner, you know? We don't give a fuck damn.
Sorry.
Look at our ass, man.
Sorry. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Especially when the Bible tells us we're going to be a spectacle of men. With the word of David, you
gotta get that sign. I gotta make it. You gotta walk behind people.
Put it on the tree, right? Put it on the tree and put it on the tree.
But it's alright.
If she started like that over a camera, what you gonna do when it's time? You know what I mean?
Isaiah 13:2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
This is the to think that you're gonna get away what you did to the Lord's people, but nah, man. The Lord got His prophets out here to warn you, to prophesy, to let you know what your future is. And it's change. It's slavery.
They're gonna be the first crop.
We're the first crop of slaves. This is the man that ruled nations. Oh, yeah, sprinkle ass elites, man.
It ain't gonna be just talking after that. It's gonna be a bunch of hit,
Swinging, beat the shit out of you. And even if you die, beat the shit out of you. We're gonna bring you back to life. Right down. I ain't done. I ain't done. Come back to life. You know? Beat your ass and come on.
If you don't bring it back to life, they're gonna come back anyway. Right. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get a whole full life. Full life of slavery. Then you're gonna die, come back, do it again. Die, come back, do it again.
And guess what? That's all part of God's plan. That's all I see.
Okay.
I have commanded my sanctified ones.
Right, who the sanctified prophets, elect. Alright?
And I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger.
That's the angels of the Lord. Alright, go ahead.
Even them that rejoice in my highness, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of the heavens.
What's that? Coming out of space, coming down to destroy the beloved country of America.
ICBM.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And it says, they come.
Yeah, talking about the mighty one, right? Share it right there, man.
Oh, I see it. Oh, praise to see how much you got shot. Let's go.
It says, they come from a far country.
Right? Russia, Europe, Britain, UK, France, India, China, North Korea, all nations that have nuclear missiles, they're going to shoot their missiles upon America. Yep, all nations that carry the bomb, shoot at her and destroy her. Oh, it starts from Jeremiah 50 and 25.
I was going to get that anyway because it mentions the weapons of illumination.
Right?
And it says, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapon of his indignation.
What are the weapons of his indignation? Nuclear missiles. That's the weapons of his indignation. What does indignation mean? It goes into righteous anger. Alright, the Lord is justified in destroying all of America with fire, with missiles, man. Alright, go ahead. So before you read on, get that in Jeremiah.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 25. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
The weapons of his indignation are the nuclear missiles.
Yep.
Alright? That's what the Lord's going to use to destroy America. Alright? That's why he gave the ability to the so-called white man to create those missiles. So he can use those missiles to destroy his beloved country. Alright?
Yep. It says, for this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldees.
Alright, this is what the Lord has purpose for this place to be destroyed. Alright, this missile shut off, it's in the Lord's hand. This spirit is going to get on fire, man. Alright, it doesn't say to use that, although it's a consuming fire.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead.
Jumping down to 29, it says, call together the archers against Babylon.
Right, archers, what's the archer? Someone that shoots a bow, right? Right. So the archers represent those countries that have nuclear missiles.
That's right.
Alright?
That's right, man. It's so beautiful, actually. This is so beautiful. It's so amazing to understand it. Like, wow.
Yeah, because people read it and think it's an actual archer.
Yeah.
Like, how can an archer go out from outer space, out of heaven, and come down to another country? How can that?
Yeah, you gotta
Shoot from one land and arrow to another country.
like the scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra 16, that'll go to the ends of the earth.
Right.
The arrow don't go to the ends of the earth, man.
Yeah.
Arrow go about what? 40 feet. You know? It says, call together the archers against Babylon.
Alright.
All ye that bring the bow, camp against it round about.
All you that have nuclear missiles, aim your missiles on America, man. Alright, you know there was a Russian nuclear submarine spotted off the West Coast.
Yep.
I don't know if it was West East, but it said the West Coast.
West Coast.
I saw it on Instagram, so I typed it online. I mean on the web, and I saw an article on it. You know, They have a submarine. You know, submarines they can they go undetected, man, for years. All right, they can escape radar, man. All right, and that missile, that submarine was known to carry about 16 nuclear warheads. I forgot the name of the missile that they were carrying, but there was 16 of them, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, "Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work."
Right, let none thereof escape. So everything. So not only nuclear missiles was shut off, but whatever missile these nations have, they're going to use it, man. It's a nuclear war. They know that no one wins the war, so you might as well just shoot everything. Yeah, you might as well just shoot everything. You waste it all, you put all your money in the missile, you might as well use it. Right?
And Revelation 17 tells that these are allies. Yep. Shoot it, burn it with fire. That's what the scriptures say.
Yep.
All you European nations, man. You know? So that's hey man. You people just don't know.
Just don't know.
It says, according to all that she have done, do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord.
Yeah, what you done to the Lord's people, what you done to these other nations, how you put war and death, bring war and death to their country.
Yeah.
All right, what you did to them. All right, they're gonna remember, man. Hey, you think Japan forgot what you did to them? All right, how you dropped fires on Nagasaki, Hiroshima, and other cities. All right.
A lot of the countries like Pakistan right now is going through a famine. So all the lands that you call you destabilizing, bringing democracy to, a lot of them were starving. And now they're about to make you pay.
Yeah. They drunk with the wine, they're mad.
It says, against the Holy One of Israel, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said the Lord.
Are going to die. It says when the soldiers find out that America's hit, they're not going to want to fight no more. They're going to go back to the holes, to the barracks. They're not going to want to fight because they can't get a fight for the country. What is there to fight for if everything is destroyed? Yeah. Go ahead.
It's on 2nd Ezra 16. I'll start at 11. It says, the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not utterly be into powder at his presence. It says, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea rises up the waves of the deep.
That's going to cause that earth to shake. It's going to throw like a jungle. Alright?
It says, the sea arises up the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power.
Yeah, because the Lord's about to destroy this place. Not just America and Israel, and you're going to have some other parts of the world destroyed. And just off the missiles hitting the land, it's going to cause earth to shake, tsunami. Think about it. You had a tsunami warning based off that volcano. So how much more? Not a volcano. In the ocean.
You see the Muslim club?
Yeah, I saw that. So that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
How much when it's 200 million of warheads?
It's going to be overkill too, bro. Because you think of a nuclear missile, bro. I think it needs to be a nuclear missile. It's like, the Lord going to overkill it.
Hey, think about it. Great wickedness requires great judgment. And this country have committed great wickedness. From every law that's written in the scripture. Let me finish.
It says the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
Not miss.
It's the Lord that's shooting these missiles. At the end of the day,
You don't put these nations in their minds, even if they don't want to. Vladimir Putin, the laws would.
he's like, what? I do that.
Yeah. So the Lord's gonna put in the spirit for them to shoot it, man. Alright?
The brother said that the brother just said his own allies are going to shoot against him. So everybody's going to be shooting.
America's gonna do something stupid. It's gonna
But who's inciting the war? America.
Yep. They're the one that were involved with Pakistan. I forgot how you said that state. Kazakhstan. They're involved in that, man. Right there, the leaders said we got terrorists because it was organized, man.
Oh yeah, they have a good deal how do you call it when they try to replace the government?
Prime Minister.
Yeah, they have a new dude.
Jack,
Puppet. Yeah, they have a new puppet.
Puppet leader.
What's the word for Jackal. First they bribe, that don't work, they try to assassinate you. That don't work, they start turmoil. That don't work, they send the military. And you know, you saw that with Venezuela, you saw that with Libya. You know, I just watched last night, 13 hours in Gaza. They're the ones that caused, because it was all the world embassies, they closed down, but you had 2 embassies. You had 2 stations run by the CIA. Fuck the CIA come over there in Gaza. Huh? They're the one that started that coup, man. They're trying to take out the Gaddafi. Right?
America's gonna get a lot of these nations' homes destroyed. Their homeland is gonna be the battlefield.
Yeah, that's right.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
One place to another. So you got the spiritual skip, man. A lot of people, they literally think, okay, it's a little error. No, it's a missile, man. Because you got to think about when the prophets saw these visions, there's no nuclear missile, there's no term for that. You know, so they're gonna write the missiles. If that was the case, if America was America, the word America in the Bible, missiles, we wouldn't have the Bible. He would have done something to them, you know?
He also said that it's going to block out the sky. You weren't going to be see the stars.
This is Isaiah 14. I'm going to start at 9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee.
Yeah, the dead, the other nations. All right, the Lord's rising up these other nations, man. They're going to come up against this place. All right, go ahead.
Even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nation. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Yeah, you'll make these other nations say that. All right, thou become weak as we, because they have the same power that America has, which are missiles. And that's why America can't do certain things to certain countries, because they have those missiles. Why do you think they got to be very careful with Russia? All right, but you keep poking the fucking bear, America. You keep poking the bear. And how long can you poke the bear before it attacks you? All right.
As soon as that motherfucker wake up,
All right. And the Lord is gonna allow that bear, which are the Russians, all right, to attack you, man. It's gonna be a military invention. You have troops gonna send the troops. They're gonna fight each other. It's gonna be bloodbath. All right. Remember, Joel, the 3rd chapter got to be fulfilled. Revelation, where it says, "Woe, speak of woe with me. Woe, woe, their woes come." They got that. It got to be fulfilled. So World War III got to happen, because it's just not gonna start off as nuclear war. All right. It's gonna start off these militaries. They're gonna be fighting each other. They got Russia versus NATO and America, Iran. They're gonna be all in the Middle East. All right, to be judged by the Most High, man. All right.
Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Yeah, your pride. Your pride. You sitting down. You're more stout than your fellows. Your pride. You think you're better than your allies, man. All right, but the time is coming where your pride is going to be brought down low. Right? What it said in Scripture, before pride, before destruction. All right? Before pride, before destruction. The Lord's going to humble this great nation. All right? Through the other nations. He's going to show you, devils, that you're just a man, and not a God. All right. Go ahead.
And the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee.
And look, you see the worm spread, the corrosion. Look at the infrastructure. We got a lot of potholes, man. And I've been seeing a lot of more potholes fucking coming up more recently, man. Yep. I remember I stopped fucked up my tire, man. On my rim. I wasn't going that fast. that's fucking old. No, there's a couple times. This one time I was driving on the freeway, I'm going like 75. I hear bam! And oh shit, I fucked up my rim. You know? So the infrastructure, your infrastructure is weak, man. Bridges are weak, man. All your buildings decaying.
This place was built to last. Right? It ain't gonna be like Arcane. Arcane is gonna have precious metals, gold.
Yeah. Hey, just like that Autobahn over there in Germany, the freeway.
Oh, yeah.
The freeway is smooth. That shit ain't got one bump on it. Not one. I was watching this guy, you know how they do the corner view driving. He was going 160 on that. Speed of 160.
I wish I could drive that. That'd be nice.
And smooth. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. Like, you know, I was driving 70 on the freeway. It wasn't smooth. It was not smooth.
So the roads on the freeway, if you go too fast, your car will
And I was watching on YouTube drone footage of Russia. Russia is a beautiful place. You know, I was asking people, hey, what do you think of Russia? It's like, oh, just snow. It's just, like, maybe it's just snow and dead. No, it's a beautiful place. I was looking at the roads and it was clear. It was good. The roads were good. The roads were good. The buildings were good. Had a lot of more trees, more greenery. You know, they had apartments, but you had a lot of trees surrounding the apartments. You know, not like America.
It says, and the worms covered thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Oh no, that's Satan. He came down from heaven and made of hell. No, this time Lucifer basically means light bearer. All right, who holds the light? We hold the light. We believe in Yahweh Shai. He's the light. But the light is also referring to you devils, man. You wicked elites. Right.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation?
You did weaken the nation through your democracy, through your policy, through your military. Or if a nation didn't go with your program, you send assassins to try to assassinate them.
Down and lay down.
All right, take out their leaders in one way or another. You know.
example of that nation. Now the next,
You know why now, right?
you want to let down.
Yeah.
You believe in natural medicine. Now the second, the other one,
The prime minister just got assassinated.
But the devil has a plan, man.
Being down with the program, you out.
They don't want no opposition. That's why, like we were talking about persecution, you know, that's coming.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, 'cause it's not like you know, wait. It's not like it's gonna wait for you to avoid people order. Right? See, if you're down with it, or not. If you're not down, let's go ahead.
Pretty much you can see by now who's willing to do nothing.
Yeah, you can see with the mask.
Yeah.
Mask.
Like the truth?
Yup. Yeah, because I see people with masks. I'm thinking about this, right? Y'all ain't gonna buck up, y'all gonna follow up. You know, you guys in a fucking car wearing a mask.
Yeah. I remember that, man. People were just wearing a mask. Like,
I went to Target, big ass line. I was the only one without a mask. Right? Everyone without a mask. I'm like, I'm scared. Lady's like, where's your mask? You're like, not scared. I'm just pointing up. So I didn't say. Well, go back to Isaiah.
Isaiah 13:4. The noise of a multitude on the mountain, like as the upper great people.
Yeah, that's the missile, man. Alright? You need to know that the missiles are coming. You're gonna see missiles leave. Alright, go ahead.
And it says, like as the great people makes tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together, the Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle. They come from a far country, the end of the heavens, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation.
Yeah.
Destroy the whole land. What's up with this? It says, how ye for the day of the Lord is at hand. They shall come as a destruction of the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Yeah, because of the destruction that the Lord's going to bring. When they found out they only got a certain amount of minutes to live, because the missiles are coming, people are gonna faint, man. People are gonna run around like cockroaches when you turn the light on. You know? Go ahead.
And it says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid, and pangs, and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
Yeah, what happens when a woman giving birth? What's she doing? She's screaming out of the top of her lungs. So you're gonna have you people, you're gonna be losing your mind. You're gonna be screaming out of the top of your lungs for the fear, for the things that are gonna take place on earth, man. Devastating and great the destruction is going to be.
Right. 200 million? Nuclear? Not atomic.
It's out here in California when those fires catch, the forest catch on fire up north, man. You can smell the ash. You can smell it. You can see it. Yeah. That's just regular forest fires. You can't up north. You can't breathe that shit. Imagine all those people listening to it. The whole world's gonna know, man.
Shake to and fro like a drunk is not, you know, and everyone's gonna be like amazed, like, wow, this actually happened. Yeah. Shit, America's destroyed. Yeah. I wanted to go there, you know. I can't.
With all the inhabitants in it, all the people here, all you wicked people, you know, that say that the destruction is not gonna, like what you said, that Jeremiah, Most High is not gonna do any good or evil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think the Most High not going to do nothing? He said he's going to destroy this place, man.
Hey, so he didn't say how he not done it. Hey, he said how he not done it.
Right.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promises. He said he's going to destroy this place.
It's not a good thing.
I know a lot, man. I tell you, but I can devastated. We're gonna fly over this joint. Through the desert and oh yeah. I was thinking about that too, like I was romancing those times.
I was trying to think when you said it was Pismo Beach. Is that about like Santa Barbara?
Yeah, but like an hour and 30 minutes away from it. So it's like this is a 2 hour and a 50-minute drive, but I don't care. It's worth it. Well, all that's gonna be
done. This place is gonna be quiet.
Though.
It's gonna be quiet. All this noise, sirens, helicopters, people partying, all of that, all these cars. This place is going to be quiet. Okay, a big desert. Okay,
Yep.
it's gonna take some time for even the animals to come back into this place.
Yep.
Okay, it's gonna be quiet for a long time. Most High is gonna shut it down.
That's right.
Close up shop.
What'd you leave off?
It says Isaiah 13:11. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
What? About that flood of water. Right? Right?
It says, I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Alright, these people are proud. Hey, especially you Edomites who think that this place can never be touched. You think that this place can never be invaded, never be destroyed. You got the greatest military. Guess what? Cause pride to cease. They're gonna show you they don't have the greatest military. Your ass must get fucked up. They're gonna show you that this place is gonna be touched. You allow these nations to make it. Alright, take a spoil. They're not gonna just take the land, they're gonna take the spoil and go back. The nukes are coming, man. Alright?
And when you fight against the Lord, when you fight against the chariots, man, you're not gonna even hit one chariot, man. You're not gonna. One of your bullets, whatever you call whatever you shoot, your missiles, whatever,
Laser beams.
whatever, none is gonna touch one chariot, man. You know?
I think it's, yeah, the scripture say the Lord not to put something on your life.
Right.
You're gonna meet your mate.
Yeah. You're gonna lose terribly.
Yeah, the scripture say, the dragon prevailed not. Revelation 12. War in heaven.
I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
And is that talking about any man or look, I think it's for man? Is it talking about any man? Is it talking about any man? No, it's talking about the man of the Lord, the elect. You're going to be more precious than fine gold, man. Alright, fine gold. That's like, continue reading. It says gold is gold, right?
It says, even a man with a golden button over.
Ophir is like the finest gold you can have. Alright? But man, the Lord is more precious than that, man. Alright? Because you'll soon someone gets 2 Ezra 16 where it says men, the bridegroom is spending on having no husband. Before you continue reading. I tell you, a lot of men are about to die out here. You're gonna have men that are gonna be drafted in the war, and they're never gonna come back, not even body bags.
I went to the invasion series, and the man left his kids, his woman, and the woman was like,
You'll probably have shit like that in that day. It's gonna get so bad, motherfuckers ain't gonna care about their kids and their wives. You don't really think about themselves, man. You know?
Shit, I seen Jake. The wolves coming. He left his daughter.
Oh, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's big.
Second Ezra.
I'll go hands with the dog.
Man, right? Right?
Get on the car.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 33. It says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughter shall mourn, having no helpers.
hey, a lot of these women think right about they had being in the military. They think that's all manly and shit. But he gonna die.
I'm gonna tell you what.
It says, in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish in famine.
So, men, that's why men will be more, men of the Lord will be more precious than fine gold, because the men out here will die on these wars, die on these streets, die out there in the Middle East, man. Die in the famine, die in the judgment the Lord got going on, man. So these women, there are a lot of women, man, looking for protection. Alright? Right. So you women, he looking for the protection, that's when we're gonna pick and choose. We're gonna have to pick the lane. You know? I think there's anything on that.
All you fake women out here, man, y'all ain't getting nothing.
Nigga ain't shit. You don't want it now. You don't want it when it was normal. You know? Just think about it. As L401 takes place, we're gonna be picking and choosing. You're gonna have women that you went up to try to get at, denied you. They can probably that day comes like you're a man of the Lord. They gonna come and feel oh shit, you know. Just like a woman will now like she treats you like shit, but when she find out you got money or you're somebody, whole attitude changes, man.
Exactly.
Gold digger pranks.
Yeah, gold diggers, man. Gold digger pranks.
These women are gonna find the men of the Lord, just like how they find these celebrities and they throw themselves at them. That's how they gonna see the men of the Lord. Because if you don't have a man of the Lord in that day, you're dead.
They call themselves boss bitches. I'm a boss.
Independent. I'm independent.
I'm independent.
Independent, that means you can also defend yourself. You don't need to call the police.
Right.
Or you want to be equal with men. Shit.
I got my manager just last week. She carries a wallet. So she carries a wallet. Yeah, she carries a wallet, right? So she's up in the top rack. She's having us move stuff. And there was a rat in the box. She damn near jumped off the dang ladder to get away from the rat. But you got a wallet. You got a wallet. I don't want to see it. No, I was like, I'm gonna put it on your car when I grab. You know, like no. I'm like, yeah, okay, you one of them. The exterior is hella solid. You know.
All these dyke bitches gonna turn straight back to women, man.
They already act like them. Yeah, you can't turn that off. No, you cannot turn that off.
They've been trying to. I mean, I'm saying they've been trying to do the best time to be a man and shit.
All that's force. It's force, man. You know, when I go around, like, hey, I can feel the submission.
Yeah.
They're trying to come up like that, you know, trying to be like that.
Isaiah 32:2. It says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
What's the wind? The destruction. Jacob's trouble, all the hell that's coming, that's the wind. Alright? And in order for a woman to be hid and be safe, if she is under protection of the men of the Lord. Alright? Go ahead.
It says that they covered from the tempest. As a river of the water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Alright, so you women, you're gonna be looking for a man that's able to protect you, and that's us, men of the Lord. Alright, like a dry place needs water, woman needs men. Alright? And it's not like women are gonna be with us, want to be with us because they love us. It's for them because they want to survive. They want to make it. It's all about survival. That's why another nation can come over and literally wipe out and take out a whole city, but save the woman will have no problem because they're still survive. They don't just break forth seeds of that nation that took over this city.
They have to put a lion pride.
Right.
Another one kills, another male lion comes, kills the lion. The male lion.
Another great example is that Willie Bush, the way it started, and then got exploded in the very beginning. You know, she ran into the guy with the diesel.
Hey, guys. Man, I see that men today, the men are gonna bitch up, man. They're gonna bitch up. They're not gonna be able to protect them. You know? But women that want to come, they're gonna want to come because they want to be protected. All right, they need protection, and they're gonna get that protection if the men of the Lord chooses them. That's when the roles gonna flip. That's when these people are gonna realize they have to be feminine, not a feminist. Alright, let's go back to being feminine, humble themselves. They gotta repent from that feminist shit, man. You realize that that shit was never the way in the first place. Alright?
That's venom. Fucking serpent.
That's right. Go back to Isaiah.
Isaiah 13 and verse 13. Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place.
What's gonna cause that? Mystery. Alright? Isn't this place gonna rock to and fro like a drunkard, man? You know how you get someone gets super drunk, you see him go, you need help, you need to help them up. You know, they're going there, going this way, that's the earth's gonna shake, man, like a drunkard. You know? That's force, man. The whole earth is shaking. That shows you the power of the Lord, man. So this salvation is gonna be like no other.
That part is gonna be off the ground of the earth.
I'm a witness of it. I'm a witness of the interpretation.
Once the left, if you don't show the earth, it's gonna feel that earthquake.
It says the island shall move out of her place, man.
In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Hey, because this is the wrath of the Lord. Nothing else but the wrath of the Lord. And the world hasn't seen or experienced his wrath in a long time. They're going to see it in a big way. The whole world's going to know how much Shimei Shai is, man. For the power that he's about to bring and show the whole world. That's when all the world, every single soul happens to the earth. So every person, every single person on earth is going to know and fear Yahweh Shimei Shai and know that he's the only God. There's no God beside him.
And it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone to his own land.
You see that these nations are seeing there's no future in America. America's going down the drain. Go ahead.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. And it says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
So the scripture says your children also, alright, will be dashed to pieces before your eyes like that lady just got to your child. No witness of children be dashed to pieces, witness of children dying. No witness of people coming up and taking the child. They try to eat that child because they don't get no food. Or they just kill that child. You don't have to choose who's going to shoot baby, kill the baby. And the mother, you're going to witness it, man.
Yeah, parents die.
Parents.
Need a babysitter.
Oh, like home front. Ever play that game? In the beginning of the game, you're going through the scene. Americans, North Korea, they invaded this place. They gathered up Americans, put it in the concentration camps. Then you see the troops. They gathered up the two parents. They killed the parents and then just left the child. The child was just there, just fucking crying, nothing to do.
And that's what they used to do when they saw oil and gas. More people, but they used to do something like that. You know what I mean? Don't get mad out here, man. The child that's out here crying.
Yep.
It could be in the snow. It could be anything, man. You see a wolf or a coyote come and eat it, you know? Birds picking at it.
That's why we gotta have a cold spirit in that day, man. Because what it said in Ezekiel 9. Old, young, both maids and little children. You can't get all emotional, you know. We gotta understand and know why this happened. It's all judgment. It's really no child. It's not like this is the first time living. We've been on earth before, man. Alright?
Being innocent.
All right. Good. And that's something that people don't understand. They see judgment take on a little child. Oh, he's just a baby. Oh, he don't deserve to die. Well, he deserves to die. He may be innocent in your eye, but he's not innocent in both sides' eyes. He did something that's right. He's deserving. This is something that a lot of people don't understand. But a lot of our people are not spiritual. They lack spiritual discernment. That's right. Go ahead.
It says, dash to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
The wives that you love so much, fucking ravished. Alright? Grabbed up, fucking ravished. man. The Bible says it. Alright? All you women dressing like hoes. Alright? You women proud, you shameless dogs. Alright? You actually get ravished. That shit don't come back bite you in the ass, man. It's not, and like you said earlier, it's not, don't just be the soldiers. Men out here, man. Hey, y'all ever seen that video of this one day he trying to shoot a shot at the girl? He went on the ring. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to make it in the league. I'm in the D league. I thought you were fine. I'm trying to get your number, take you out on a date. She thought it was weird. She denied him. She called the cops. She called the cops. Shit, but in that day, remember that man's going. You turn down that man. That man's going to have his way with you, man.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no ring.
Ain't
gonna see that ring.
Right. And ain't gonna be no cops. Alright, ain't gonna be no cops safe.
And there's gonna be a lot of bums out here too, taking them. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of people gonna be bugging out. They ain't gonna have their drugs.
And they're gonna be taking anywhere. Taking on the street.
There's gonna be a lot of abandonment.
I said a lot of people are going to be out of their houses looking for food, man. Okay, but you ain't gonna just stay there in one place starving and dying. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be out there looking.
You're gonna start off with your neighbors.
Yep.
Alright, you're gonna start off with going to your neighbors' houses and all that, trying to take what they got. Y'all gonna gun it out, y'all gonna fight it out. Whoever survives, whoever's the better man, win shit. And then y'all gonna go on just going to house looking for whatever you can find. If you're not fine, you're gonna see women by themselves and you're gonna have your way with them. The book of Eli shows you that, And then they killed the boyfriend and they had the way with his wife. What did Eli say? You gotta keep going. Yeah. Keep pushing. What are you gonna do? We're gonna be kept to save the hoes? We're gonna try to save everyone that we can. We're focusing on, we're pilgrims. We gotta keep pushing, we gotta keep traveling. Man, the day before the angel, he'll come to you the day before, say, keep going east, go this way, don't stop for nothing, don't stop for nowhere. Just like the Lord told that one prophet, don't eat nothing, or don't come back the way you came. Just keep on going, but he didn't listen. Alright, and he died. He took you to that false, to that prophet that lied. Alright, so you may be traveling and you see a woman being ravished. You just gotta keep on pushing. And even if you see one, please help me, stay away from that. So you gotta know. Yeah, it's like a trap. Yep. Every end-time movie I always notice, women's like, help me, that's a trap, go the other way, alright, I'm turning around. Like the book of Eli, alright? Yeah. They set the woman up, alright? They're going to be the way that smart. They're going to be that smart. You got a bunch of people out here trying to help each other and shit. They're going to come to a realization that you have to be on your own. You have to work on your own. It says that love men is gonna want cold. Right. Friends gonna hate. Friends gonna fight each other like they're enemies. Yeah. So all that, I know you type shit is all thrown out the window, man. Because it's all about survival, and people do anything. That even if that means killing the ones that they were so close to survive. Man.
That's what Scripture says: wisdom, understanding, knowledge shall be the stability of that time. Wisdom, we need to discern. Not helping a person. We don't even know we ain't gonna do that. That's not wise.
Yeah.
You see a bunch of people a mile away. Use wisdom for a different path.
Ready to cut? Watch.
Oh, it says verse 15. It says everyone
that near Iran, in Iran. All right. Go ahead.
And it says, against them which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they should not delight in it.
Yeah, because number one, when Russia shoots missiles, there's nothing America can do to stop America, Russia, and these other nations from shooting missiles. No matter money, no matter treaties that you could try to make. All right, even with the troops over here, man. A lot of people got money, a lot of people got things to offer. All right, but whatever you're gonna offer these troops out here, they're not gonna take it, man. So remember, they'll be like madman, sparing none, still destroying those that fear the Lord. All right.
It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of their womb. Their eyes shall not stare children.
Yeah, Russia and these other nations, they're not going to care about all the people that they're going to kill over here in this nuclear warfare. They're not going to care. They're not going to spare the women, the children. They're not going to care. All right, because this is the will of Yahweh Shah for this place to be destroyed. All right, and in war, people die. That happens. You have women, you have children, you have a lot of people that die in war. All right.
Plus, it's the judgment of the Most High, man. The Most High knows every individual. Every individual. Right. All those spirits, and He judges everybody. Okay? Who dies being innocent? You know what I'm saying? The Most High got your card. He know you. He know your number. He placed you down here for judgment. You know? That's His passion.
Hey, you know the crazy part about it is, if you die in Jacob's trouble, die by martial law, die before the missiles come, the Lord can just raise your body back up. And then He face wrath. This is why it's very careful to fall into His hands, man. You gotta fear the Lord.
It says, and Babylon, the glory of the kingdom.
Right, America. Okay.
And the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
How the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah with fire. Fire and brimstone. Fire and brimstone. Brimstone like sulfur, right, which is found in these nuclear weapons, these missiles. Alright? And the Lord gave that same technology to Esau how to pray for His purpose. So He would use those missiles to destroy America, just like how you destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire and brimstone. We had fire and brimstone literally fell from heaven to destroy it. Alright, but that same fire and brimstone is holding these missiles. The Lord's going to use these missiles to shoot and destroy America, man. Alright, and Israel, and other parts of the world that are destined to be destroyed. Alright, go ahead.
And it shall never be inhabited.
Never be inhabited. Never. Alright? No one's going to come and the fire doing us down and try to build this place back up. No. Alright, go ahead.
And it says, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
Right.
Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. The wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures.
Because the only thing that's going to be living here in America are the animals, desert creatures, animals that are able to survive in a desert. Right. Go ahead.
And it says, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come; her days shall not be prolonged.
And this thing, we're going to see that, man, because we're going to fly over America. Damn, that's a. I don't know where I'm looking at. I don't know if it's California or Texas, but I know this is America. This is the most wickedest country. You don't take a children and wives. Like, yeah, man. Look at the wicked. You got to be there. I used to live here. I remember growing up here, and I know who I was, coming to the truth through the word, prophesying against this place. You know? Anyone got any closing scriptures?
Yeah, we'll hit it with that.
Should I start at 11? I started at 8. It says, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense. Recompense is for the controversy of Zion.
Right.
And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch.
Right. All you rivers will be dried up. What's going to dry up the rivers? Right here in America. They're already be dried up, but what's going to completely dry them up? Or Mississippi. That Mississippi River is going to be dried up. And how big it is, that's just going to be dried up.
The elements shall melt.
Right. Right.
And the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become a burning pitch.
Alright, America will be a burning pitch. One big land of fire. Go ahead.
It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
Yep, it's going to go on for a long, long period of time. Alright, long time. You know, go ahead.
It says from generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. It says, but the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion.
What's the line of confusion? Think that? I know it's not like 100%. So, as you see, I don't know if the camera can catch this. So as you see, right? The line of confusion. Now right now, you're able to look and see that this is Texas, this is Georgia, this is Florida. When you fly over it, you're not gonna know that this is Texas. You're not gonna know that this is Arizona or California, because this is gonna be one big flat desert. Because I drove from California to Arizona, and you're able to tell when you're in Arizona. If it wasn't for the signs, you're able to see the line. All right, because it's the lines that divides the states. But when the destruction comes, you're not gonna be able to tell which state you're looking at. You just gonna know that it's America. It's gonna be one big flat desert, man. All right, that was it on that. So Lord willing, brothers are edified. Lord willing, we're out here next week. Prophesy the downfall of America again, man. Proclaim the name of Yahweh Shai. So with that, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to our apostles and our elders, great millstone, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect. Brothers are out in the highways, diligently pushing this truth. Shalom.